cool. I'm gonna share this real quick. Sorry. Not me. Oh, so dirty. Move it over. There we go. The wings. Why do I have that layer? Huh. Okay. Sorry. We got a lot of racing to do. My keyboard's kind of loud, sorry. It's a clicky-clack keyboard. Probably won't get my friends to visit tonight, I don't think. I don't think they're watching some AI stuff. Sorry. It will. Go back to me just being alone. if you hear noises, there's TV on in the background. Can't really avoid that. Not trying to. Someone's watching TV kind of loud. Sorry.
Aaron.
Oh, Jesus, it was loud. You were loud. Holy moly, you scared me.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. Like, I did that for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like, everyone dipped out, it seems.
Oh well.
Oh, they're all. I think they're watching that AI thing. I was like, I didn't want to watch that right now.
Well, let me turn down this music. It is what it is.
Yeah, you didn't. You
I don't
didn't
even
miss
know.
much, unfortunately. We didn't really do much. Like, so like you described us going back to the plane where we're supposed to be at, and then we're walking past, and we go back to town, and we've been gone for like a month and a half, according to the time thing. Even though it's only been 5 days in hell, it was like a month and a half in this place, in our normal place. We
Right.
walk past cemetery, and it's like it looks deserted, and there's yeah, it looks spooky. So I said, okay, let's go in there. Because it's obviously like he's describing it, he's leading us towards it, right? So it's like, why shouldn't we go towards it? You know, he's describing it. Chekhov's gun. Why would you describe the gun on the wall if you're not going to use it, kind of thing? So I was like, okay, he obviously wants us to do some kind of adventure here in the cemetery. We
So
can
you guys
see,
went there?
yeah. So we went to the cemetery, went to a mausoleum that was there. The crypt was open, so we walked in. One of our, I think it was Remus deciphered the crypt's like plaque, and it said something like some unspeakable evil is buried here and it should rest here forevermore, kind of thing. I was like, okay. And we look over and there's two staircases going down. The door's wide open. I'm like, there's something here? It's like, yeah. And it's like, uh, if there's something here and the doors are open, doesn't that mean it's gotten out? Like, so I was curious. So I said, let's go down the stairs and check it out. And of course, they're like, no, 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 let's leave. I said, guys, I'm like, well, Caden, do you want us to be here? He goes, up to you guys. I'm like, I said, well, can we at least look? So I convinced them to at least look. Kind of my mistake. I didn't realize because nothing happened so far. The moment we tried to go downstairs, we were attacked by these swarms of like petal monsters, like little tiny. Yeah, it was two swarms of these giant like. Apparently, they filled the entire crypt, so they were huge swarms of basically like these vampiric, like petal creatures. Yeah, we lasted I think 3 rounds of combat. Remus and Crystal both failed some con save against these things. So what happened was they took 26 damage each.
And
and
that's a
then
lot.
took an additional 26 damage to their max health. So their max health pool was cut by a third.
What the heck?
Yeah, apparently if you fail to con save, this thing's freaking just to take away your main healing shit. And they didn't go after me, they went after Lily, but they failed. But they got after Crystal and they went after Remus. They Melee dipped out halfway through. We tried attacking these things. Crystal did pretty good damage with the Moonbeam, did like 40 plus damage, and it still was not even bloodied. And I'm like, this is not good.
Was that not the right move then?
Apparently, according to Caden, this encounter might be for like a level 4 party, and we're all level 7. But the issue is, these things were immune to pretty much all of our damage.
Well,
like, when Melee tried to stab them, they take half of that damage, so May only did like 14 damage, they took 7 damage. Same with me, I threw my whip at them, they took like 2 damage.
oh boy.
I literally did my key points, I did 5 attacks. I did a max of 22 damage. After 5 attacks and a key point. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that sounds unfair.
Yeah, eventually I talked out of turn. I said, hey guys, maybe we should consider just disengaging and leaving this damn encounter. And
are you allowed to do that?
Yes, baby. In D&D, if you look at your actions, one of the actions is disengage. You can choose to leave a battle. You can say, I disengage, which means you give up, you forfeit all your attacks, though, so you can't do any actions. It's, you are disengaging, you're leaving the action. So you can't say, oh, I turn around and come back to combat. That would waste an entire action. So if you say you disengage, you can come back, but you have to wait for an entire round to come back.
Interesting.
Yeah, so pretty much, I ran out of the room, so did Melee, dipped out, teleported out. And then Remus and Lily was grabbed onto me. Lily cast haste on me, so I pretty much speed out of there, like Speedy Gonzalez. I didn't realize the room was only 6 feet tall. I was like, wait, the room is only 6 feet tall? He goes, yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm 7'5". Oh shit, I'm like crouching in this room then. I didn't realize. He didn't describe that when we first walked in. He's like, oh, I'm like, so, yeah. But then Remus and Crystal, they couldn't run, like, even double their speed. They could use their run speed to get out of the room, but not out of the crypt. So when they left the crypt, these two, well, we killed one of the flower things, but another one was still behind us. Well, no, they both those things are still partially alive, because we couldn't kill these things. They're so fucking hard to kill. They chased after them, because Melee dipped out, and I ran, apparently with Hasten, she basically doubled my speed twice, so I ran 100 feet. So yeah,
okay.
I literally ran out of the crypt, out of the cemetery, to the end of the cemetery. So I was like 40 feet away from these idiots. They got attacked again. That's when they got hit. That's when they both failed those con saves, and then they were down to, I think Crystal got down to 6 HP, and Remus was down to like 10 or 11 HP. Like, they were, Crystal they both also were bleeding out. So every time, once it get back to their turn, they had to roll. Kate had to roll a 1d8. And they would lose that much HP. Because they were bleeding out. So yeah, they were literally on death's door. I yelled at them saying, on your guys' turn, don't try to heal yourself now. Just run over to me and Lily and we'll heal you. But don't try to heal yourself now while the thing is still on you, attacking you.
Yeah, no.
So they ran over to us. I used mass cure wounds with my staff. I healed them for like 16. And then Lily finally cast Fireball. Finished off one of the flower monsters. The other one still had HP, but I said, no, we're leaving. Crystal kind of got mad at me. I think they wanted... Well, I said, look, you guys are both... Well, the thing is, they both permanently lost a third of their health. They couldn't get it. And they kept asking Caden, how do we get it back? And he goes, you don't know. Which implies probably rest or something else. But you're not going to get it right now, you dum-dum.
Yeah, no.
But we at least got them to stable, so their HP was stable. But I point out that all of us were out of spell slots. We were all out of stamina, out of key points. Let's just leave that last flower monster alone and just get the hell out of here. They're like, but it's so close to dead. I'm like, if you want to go and kill it, be my guest, but I'm done. Like, we're not going to beat it. And if we do, so what? We're not an experience-based D&D campaign, so you don't get anything for it.
Oh, we're not. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
some campaigns you get experience based, so how many monsters you kill, you level up. But ours is based entirely on when Kate wants to give us level up. So I don't give a shit. I would rather avoid an encounter if we're gonna get TPK'd. I'm just lucky it didn't want to attack me for whatever reason. It did not. They did not want to attack me. I'm guessing they were probably magic based because I didn't have any magic at the time. But Lily and Remus and Crystal all did. So. But yeah, like I said, it was just we wasted like the entire session mostly doing this fight, which I told him, hey, I'm sorry. I thought that's what he was trying to go for. Like that was the encounter, was the cemetery. I didn't know it wasn't. So we left, and then I said, okay, let's go back to town. Then Crystal was kind of getting huffy and was saying stuff like, oh, I could cast Guiding Bolt and kill it if it only had 20 HP. I'm like, you wouldn't know how much HP it had left. I said, plus you were bleeding out, half dead. Would you really
Yeah,
want to
I
go
mean,
after that thing that fucking tried to suck your life out?
I'd say it's easy to
Twice?
say that afterwards. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen.
I know, no, I'm saying like
So,
he was. They sounded very huffy when they were talking, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
I
So
mean, they're probably.
so I said, look, dude, out of character. If you want to, the DM is right here. Ask Kaden, do you want to go back in time and just say you did it? Then do it. I don't care, dude. Like, do it. And then we had to keep asking him several times, are you serious? And he goes, no, I was just saying it after the fact. I'm like, dude, the way you sounded was like you were pissed, like you wanted us to do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell at that time.
I don't know. I was like, dude, if anything, think of it realistically. Your character was almost beaten by these things. You were suffocated twice by these things. You were on death's door. You were bleeding out. Like, I'm sorry. I think realistically you would not be saying, I'm gonna go back, kill it, then go back to town. No, you're like, fuck that shit. Let it stay in the fucking cemetery.
Yeah, they don't go back.
I even jokingly said she closed the gate and locked it and said, there, problem solved. Because I think Liz like, what if that thing gets out? I'm like, not our problem. We almost died to it. Let somebody else deal with it.
Yeah, definitely not.
So we went back, went back to the tavern. I said, okay, well, can we at least rest up for a little bit, just do a short rest? And they're like, do I get my stuff back? I said, not for a short rest, dum-dums. I said, look up what a short rest. It's only an hour wait. It's not a long rest is like 8 hours, like sleep.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, short rest is only an hour. A long rest is like 8 hours, but long rest you get back everything. Short rest you only get back certain stuff.
I see.
I think you can get back some hit points if you roll the hit die, but from some spell slots you don't get them back unless you do a long rest.
Oh yeah, that's some of my spell slots I don't
Yeah,
get.
I think Wizard, Sorcerer, all of them that you only get, and Warlock you only get the spell slots back when you do a long rest. I think I get my key points. I get key points back for short rest, but I don't think I get my lucky points back until I do a long rest. But like I said, I'm like, okay, at this point it was already, I think like 8 o'clock. I was like, shit, man, this is late. So I was trying to discuss with him what we're gonna do, and then he told us when you get back to the tavern, you see on the bulletin board there's a request, which is rare because of course this town's floating in fucking space, but there's a request, and when you read it, it says the cemetery, and there's things going down. Something got out, something let something out. And I'm like, oh shit. I said, well, who wrote the request? He goes, the mayor. I said, okay. My idea was to go after the mayor and kind of question him, like, what are you doing, you idiot? But then the party started going off the rails, and then I was like, okay, fine, I won't go to the mayor. I said, and then Maylee's like, I'm gonna go see the local guard, the local military. I said, well, dude, hold on, wait, like, because Caden's like, well, you can either talk to Jim Dark Magic or the church. I said, well, guys, where do you want to go? It's like, are you gonna go see the mayor? I said, no. He's like, well, the mayor actually is the king. I said, okay, that would have been great info to know earlier on. I said, I was gonna go storm that house and yell at that guy saying, what the fuck is this request? But if he's the king, fuck no. I said, well, let's go to Jim Dark Magic and get some intel. So I was like, do you want to roleplay Melee going to the guards? Or do you want to roleplay or do the session with us going to Jim Dark Magic? And Kane's like, Jim Dark Magic. I'm like, okay. I said, sorry, Melee, you're not getting your military thing right now. I said, okay. So we go to the shop, and I asked Jim Dark Magic, like, okay, what's with this request from the flyer? Like, what happened? And he was trying to explain shit. And then Crystal pipes up saying they want to buy stuff now. And I'm like, what? What? They wanted to, because they took one level in Druid and they want Druid equipment. I said, this is not the time or place, but I need Druid equipment. I'm new at Druid. What? What? I point out that you're at Jim Dark Magic. He's literally the Nordstrom, you know, he's the Macy's of shops. You're not gonna get it cheap. I said, how much gold do you
The
have on you?
Macy's.
He's like, well, I have like 50 gold. I said, dude, this is D&D. 50 gold can't buy shit. Like, you know,
Oh, maybe.
baby, no. Average equipment costs 100 gold. Average for like.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't
Right.
have any money. I point out Rowan has all our money. I said he's not here right now. I said, and plus, I don't. Why do you want to buy shit right now? He's like, well, I need it for my character. I said, you had a better chance of like going to the church and finding like some hand-me-down shit there, or going to like a flea market or something like that. But it was like, dude, so, and at that point, I was kind of had to go to the bathroom, and I wanted to make a sandwich. So I went to the bathroom, made a PB&J sandwich. I come back. It's now getting close to 9 o'clock. It's like 8:55, and they're still asking about prices about stuff. And I'm like, I come into it and I hear, oh, that book costs 700 gold. Oh, that item, that costs 2,000 gold. I said, guys, how much gold do you have on you? I hear 50. I hear 100. I said, then you can't afford anything. Stop asking. And I kind of got mad. I said, guys, I'm looking at the clock going, you wasted half an hour asking about stupid shit like this. I'm getting really tired of this when we were gonna only go to 9 o'clock, so we're now, session's done, we're done. I said, hey guys, going forward, if you're gonna buy shit, it's no longer on session, you need to do that through DMs. You need to write to Caden and say, I want to buy stuff. We are no longer doing this, because this is wasting way too much time.
Well, yeah, especially since it's limited. I get that. It's
Well, no, it's
reasonable.
limited. And again, they're asking dumb questions, and they go, and Remus says, I'm gonna roll persuasion, see if I can haggle the price. He rolled high. He haggled the price like 50 gold off. It's now only 650. It's like, that's still, you can't afford it, dumbass. I'm like, guys, why are you trying to buy shit? Well, I want stuff. And I said, okay, then we need to do more.
That's part of D&D.
Yeah, but baby, we have no money. We done no tasks. We went to hell. We didn't do any tasks in hell to gain money. Remember?
Oh, we haven't done much.
No,
at all.
we've done no assignments. We've taken no guild requests. We can't just simply ask for stuff and we have no money. And they're all mad like, why didn't Rowan give us the money? I said, he spent most of it on you idiots. Before we went to hell, he gave us all these stockpiles of shit. So
yeah, you did.
yeah. So I mean, I think he said he only had like maybe 200 gold left after everything was said and done. So he spent like 800 plus gold. Everybody got new equipment, new items. So I'm sorry they're being greedy and want new items now. But then I said, then you need to stop fucking asking for shit and go do stuff. Like say, I want to go do quests. I want to go kill stuff. Like, you know?
Oh, yeah, we can control this direction.
Well, I was trying to tell him, like, guys, I was trying to get intel for our current, whatever this mission's gonna be, and you guys are like, let's go shopping. And I'm like, that's kind of pissing me off a little. And I tried to say, because then Lily rolled a medicine check on both Remus and Crystal, because they still haven't regained their max HP. And, she rolled high and she found out all they need is to sleep it off and they'll get it back. So I was like, okay, how about you two go back to the tavern, do a long rest, and during that time frame, me, Lily, and Maylee will gather intel. Like, I was trying to tell them that so they can get out of the fucking picture, but they're like, no, I want to go shopping. I said, go shopping for what? You can't afford anything.
Alright, that's the key.
I'm just saying. It was just stupid.
Maybe they'll learn.
I'm just saying, babe. Like we didn't even do the one shot. I accidentally pulled on a side quest that wasn't part of it, and then we had to end it real fast. So he had to time skip to the part where the whole point was to get my character kidnapped. So we were trying to get to that point.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we were trying to get to that
point.
point.
I saw your guys' post.
Yeah, we were joking, but it's serious. But it happens in the campaign. Like she gets kidnapped. So we were trying to get to that point. And so Caden's like, okay, guys, well, I need to end this on a certain point, so I'm going to time skip to when you guys are going to be camping out in front of the cemetery, and TK is going to take, I'm going to take watch, and Maylee's like, I will take second watch. I said, you don't have to. My girl does not need sleep. But I want to take second. I'm like, no, you don't understand. If you took second watch, you would see that she got kidnapped, you dumbass. Like, my character yeah, and plus she doesn't need sleep. I said, please just, I'm like, I know you guys want to argue this shit, please don't. I said, please just like, let it happen. I know, because I'm like, melee, I'm sorry. And then they're like, what happened with melee and the guards and the army? I said, I don't know. That's going to be discussed later, I guess. I don't know.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. We have an interesting group, that's for sure.
Well, I apologized later to Caden saying I think Crystal hates me. He's like, no, they seem fine. I said, are you sure? They got real quiet when I kind of got angry
Well,
and
they're
said, please
probably
stop
a lot of
shopping.
people do that. You get upset, maybe something.
Baby,
That's
they
normal.
had no money. They had 50 gold. The cheapest item that Caden even admitted, the cheapest item in the shop was a bag of beans for 70 gold. We,
I mean,
I'm telling
I
you,
want beans.
no, you're not buying beans. Not for 70 fucking gold. I'm just saying,
Sorry.
we don't have any money, so for our characters, for our players to be like, I want to go shopping. Again, it's like going to Macy's. You're going to go to Macy's and buy a purse? You better have
Yes.
$800 on you. No, you don't? Then why are you at Macy's?
I like Macy's.
You don't buy anything from Macy's.
No, you end up at Macy's.
Pretty much. I'm just saying, though, that's what it felt like, was I was literally going, guys, we need to stop this. And also, I was like, and it's time now. I said, God damn it. My only issue is that, like, at the end of the month, we're going to be gone for a convention, so I'm like, I don't want to get stuck on a point where they're going to need my character, you know?
Or they'll just go forward without you or something.
Or
Yeah,
they can't
I
go
get that.
forward, they have to stop. I know, that's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to get to these points in time, and these dumbasses are just like, but I want to shop. I want to ask him about every item in the shop and every nook and cranny. And I'm like, please stop. Please stop.
I get where you're coming from. That's frustrating hearing that. But
I'm just saying, for me, it's just annoying that it was unneeded. And I even told them, because their characters both needed rest, I said, why don't you two leave the shop for now, go back to the tavern, take a long nap in those 6 hours. Me, Melee, and Lily, we can time skip and gather intel. But then they were like, I want to go shopping now. I want to buy stuff. I said, buy what? With what money? Even Caden pointed out, you know, his shop is very expensive. You can't afford anything here. And Lily's like, oh, and Lily
as soon as
apologized to
he
me.
says we can't afford anything, then yeah, you should just leave it.
Well, he did it afterwards. He said, guys, I said the cheapest item in that shop was a bag of beans for like 75 whatever gold. That was the cheapest item. Again, I when I came back on the mic, I overheard like $500, $700, 700 gold for a book, and like $2,000 for some kind of starry something. I don't know what it was, but
$2,000.
2,000 gold, yeah. Which I'm like, there's no way none of us have any clothing close to that.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
Yeah, and then they were like, well, if we get more money, I said, then stop shopping and go back to the fucking guild and take quests, you dumbass. I said, I was trying to explain to him, like, dude, we haven't done any quests. We've done, like, maybe 2 quests at most. And then he got mad going, well, if we do quests, I want to split the gold. I said, you do realize most of the quests pay, like, 20 gold, 100 gold, so we split it 7 ways. That's nothing. It's like...
Could split if you wanted to, but yeah.
I said it's smarter to pool it, dude. Yeah, I said, he's like, I don't like how Rowan has it all. I said, that makes the most sense, though. Someone should just be the party, you know, treasurer to hold on to it.
Yep.
It just makes more sense. Like I said, because if you split the money, then yeah, like I said, most jobs don't pay more than like, you're lucky if a job pays a couple hundred gold, but or even any platinum, forget that shit, or most will pay silver sometimes even. But yeah, it's like you're not getting a lot. I know, I didn't mean to argue. It was pissing me off. I'm like, guys, I want to play D&D, and you're fucking around. Like, can you stop?
Well, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they learn.
Well, I mean, hopefully they kind of get the hint that it's like, look, it's not appropriate. It's like, we all want, and plus you're also ignoring some players. Like I said, Melee got ignored because these morons wouldn't shut up about shopping. I'm like, can you guys just like let somebody else do something besides you idiots always doing shit?
Well, like I said, I'm not sure where they're gonna go from here, but everybody's cool. They'll figure it out. Don't worry.
I know. I definitely can make next week. I got my schedule, so I'm only working 1 day next week again. Figures work.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, only 1 day on Monday because they're like, hours are tough. If we make money, we might get more hours. I'm like, you made bank for the last month and a half. He made over 20 grand in 2 weeks, but over what the budget was. But okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, but you need to make money. Yeah, get out of here.
You
Your
need
people are
more money. That wasn't enough.
Yeah, your people suck.
I know. Oh shit, wrong thing. Oh, and then Rowan posted in the chat, like when we were in the middle of our, I think it was like around 7 o'clock or so. He posted he was in a car accident. It's like, dude, what the hell?
Talking about?
Did you see that?
Like,
Look in the
yeah,
general. Yeah, he posted it. Yeah,
I know, I saw.
yeah, when
Like,
I was streaming, so I didn't hear the badoop. But then all of a sudden, I hear one of the, I forget who said it. They're like, "Holy shit!" When Rowan posted, I'm like, "What do you post?" They go, he was in an accident. I'm like, "What?" Went to general, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, he posted he was in a car accident." We're like, "What happened, dude?" Like, and my only issue is he's in summer camp, so I was like, was it cars or was it golf carts? You know? Because like summer camps normally don't use cars.
Right.
Like I'm thinking summer camps like at the U of A they use like those golf carts. But I mean it could still be a dangerous thing. But I was like,
Yeah.
is he kind of exaggerating? Was it
That's
really
what I'm saying.
cars?
It's like everything he said is really far fetched, and I've known people like that. They just make stuff up. So
Well then I was like, guys, hold on. He's writing to us, so obviously he's fine because if he was really in pain or if he was like seriously injured, he wouldn't even be writing to us, or it would say, hey, I'm his. Enter mom, brother, sister, typing for him to his friends here, letting you know he's okay or something. But
yeah,
and then he wrote like, "Oh yeah, just a few nicks and bruises," and it's like, okay, so
yeah. Thank God for that.
yeah. I kind of wondered why I hadn't heard from all day because I remember he sent me a text early this morning saying he wanted me to draw Rowan as a Thrycreen bug person, and I doodled it earlier. I never got a response, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I thought maybe he's just busy with shit.
Oh, yeah, good.
Oh no, then I heard from everybody else that he's role-playing with them. I said, what the fuck? Why does he ignore me so often now? It just feels weird.
That's just the way he is.
I guess so. I'm only his friend until like 9 o'clock, and then it's like, nope.
Yeah, but time limit. I know that.
It's just weird. I wish he would at least tell me goodnight or saying, hey, I'm tired, I need to dip off. Like, because like I said, he still left me on that one weird post and never responded. I even asked him earlier this morning. I said, hey, what happened last night? He never responded to it.
Wait, he just straight up ignored you?
I asked him, because he asked for the drawing for the, and I said, okay, it's cool about the drawing. Yeah. I said, last night, what happened? No response.
Oh, that sounds like a dog. Yeah.
I know. It's like, dude, just at least tell me, saying, yeah, I was uncomfortable, or no, I was really tired, sorry. It's something. You know?
No, I like I said, I understand. I know where you're coming from.
I know. I just don't get that boy, man.
Yeah, no.
I know.
Some people they just don't understand.
I'm just trying to understand people. And also, I wanted to roleplay tonight, and he didn't respond, and I'm like, well, I get it now, you had an accident, that's fine. It's not like I wanted to roleplay something or nothing, it's okay, I get it.
If it's true, he had a speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery?
Whoa. Speedy. Yeah.
I mean, I hope so. He shouldn't be. I think this looks pretty good for Mercy. Looks a lot better. A little bit of shading, but oh, I need to add her whistle. That's what I forgot. I was like, what am I forgetting? I know she has a freaking whistle. I think that's why. Oh, that's why I had that layer above. I was like, why do I have an empty layer?
I like her whistle. Don't forget that.
It's a weird whistle. I gotta see it. Enhance. But yeah, like I said, I don't mean to complain about the D&D group. It's just tonight was kind of just I wanted, D&D, and because tomorrow I won't be able to play because I work until 7:30, so I won't be able to play with the group until super late. By that point,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I work 3:30 to 7:30, so unfortunately, by the time I get off, get some food, shower, at minimum I can't even play until like 8 if I rush, or even 8:15 or so. That's still. Yeah, and they tend to end around 9, so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, don't you're not something rushing. It's not make it really enjoy yourself. You're just
I
not
know.
stressed and be on time. That's why I got. I get almost 7:30. So
Maybe it's fine. You had things to do today.
well, that's what I'm talking about. Just don't stress over stuff like that that you can't handle or that you can't control.
I'm not stressed. I'm saying it's my de-stressor. It's my relaxant. I'm saying I like to play, but when I
I
can't play like tonight, it kind of pisses me off. Because I was trying to tell the idiots, let's all disengage at the same time and we can end combat, and then it's like, nope, let's go through each round of combat. Okay, what do you do, person? Okay, you leave. What do you do next
combat with a
person?
good group takes a while.
I
Yeah,
know, and I'm like,
that's
I was
why.
trying to tell Kaden, if we all disengage, we can get out of turn order and just say we all disengage and flee. You don't have to go in turn
Yeah,
order. But essentially, it'd be like you all look at each other, go fuck this shit, and you all just leave.
I would do that.
That's what I would say. If the whole group is in Yamas and they all want to leave the encounter, then just tell them, okay, but as you're fleeing, you'll give opportunity to attack to the creature because you're running past it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's fine, you know. But that was the only thing I was like, it was just annoying. I'm like, great, we have to wait for every person's turn to go. What do you do, person? What do you do, person?
Oh, what do you do first?
It's like, I hate that. I hate stupid combat. What are you doing that keeps echoing?
My gun.
Oh, I just keep hearing noises like it echoes.
It might be the TV. I can turn it down a little bit.
Just a little bit, baby.
To give it a second, because one of those games you can't manage. So like, I would have done. I get up. But yeah, no, and as soon as I get up, then a bunch of people. Um, no, this is definitely. Yeah,
Huh?
I said that's definitely what you're hearing. It's
Okay, yeah.
the only thing loud enough.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. It echoes kind of bad, that's all. Just turn it down a little bit, that's all.
Yeah, but I think I turned the TV off.
You're playing a game, you don't need the TV on, dum dum.
No, I did. I was maintaining it.
Uh huh. Sure you are. So yeah, that was the only thing for tonight. Was just the
Well, like I said, I hope it gets. And I'm sure it will. The group, they're a cool bunch of. They'll get
yeah. We've only had a few times like that where it's been kind of not fun. Where it's like, hey guys, we need to work on this, and it's like, look, because I know Crystal's been mad too a few times in the past for things, and they want things to move forward, or they get mad that we all ignored them for something. They go, I was talking. It's like, yes, and we're all idiots, and we're all talking, and we're trying to all talk at the same time, but
We're all idiots.
we all are.
Can I be an idiot?
I'm just saying with the group, all the little dum dums, we all tend to have the like one gremlin brain cell. And again, we all have bad days. We all have shitty days. I mean, like I said, I just don't like when we waste time when we don't have a lot of time and we waste it on literally useless stuff that we couldn't even do anything with.
That's like the fight stuff.
Well, I'm saying, like, we didn't get anything from the fight. I was trying to leave the fight as fast as we could, saying, okay, let's just, well, we're so close to killing it. I said, yeah, but two of you were literally almost close to death.
Yeah.
Like, that's really...
I get that feeling. You're like, you want to finish the fight or whatever, and it feels bad not to. But at the same time, you gotta think of the group.
It hit you for one attack and knocked you half out. It's like, I would not touch that thing with a 10-foot pole.
Yep.
I'm saying, like, it hit them so hard. I'm like, if that hit me, I would be dead. I only have like 34, 38 HP, so if I get hit for 26 or 26, I would be instantly KO'd.
Oh yeah, I think I have low HP too. I don't think it's really
Yeah, the
long.
guys are like, "Oh, I have a lot of HP." I'm like, "You're lucky you have a lot of HP because I would be dead." Not the good kind of dead. I would be dead dead.
There's some good kind of dead.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I would be dead dead.
Fair enough.
And we were making this a one shot, so it's supposed to be partially canon. It's supposed to be kind of more of a fun thing. And I tried to ask Caden, like, what was he planning, but he never told me what his plan was for this session. So I don't know what.
You just ask him later. Sure, he'll tell you. Or
I
maybe
mean,
his plan went off the rails, so he's gotta go back to the drawing board.
well, it wasn't my fault. He made it intriguing, so I thought, oh, it's the cemetery is our way to go to. So why would you describe it? Again, Chekhov's gun. Why are you describing the gun on the wall if you're not going to use it? You describe the
Well, some
empty
people just
cemetery.
some people don't think that way.
He asked us, what do you want to do? Go to the cemetery or go back to town? And I said, well, let's at least investigate the cemetery, at least check it out, and see why is it empty, why does it look desolate, what happened?
I get that's like I said, that's a reasonable assumption to make.
Yeah, like, don't blame me for just being curious. So I'm sorry if I was curious. It was just, it's like, dude, it's like you kind of made me curious.
Yeah, it's just a bad day all around. Just let it be.
I know. Had to deal with going picking you up and all that shit, so yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. It's the only time we have to do that.
Hopefully your car's good and need another repair.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's good. I'll have to do water later. I was hoping Rowan at least talked to me, but yeah.
I think Boy has his own problems.
I know. Well, because he asked me what happened during the session, I told him and never responded back, so.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm so mad, what's happening in D&D? I said, okay, I told him, I gave him the layout of what happened with the fight with the rose monster things, and he never said anything, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do nothing if people don't respond.
I know, I was just hoping he would respond, but he did not.
It's the courteous thing to do, yes, I know.
I'm sorry, I just like people talking to me.
No, that's what I mean. That's a courteous thing to do. Even if you don't want to talk, be like, hey, cool, thanks. I'm gonna go to bed, something, just,
Yeah, give
anything
me a heads
to
up, just say, hey.
about what's happening. That's all you need.
I know.
Is it just a new...
Something. What's up?
Is that just like a Zoomer thing? It's just a cool thing that says stop talking to people, or just socially acceptable, just to...
You said boomer thing?
No, Zoomer thing.
Oh, Zoomers. Yeah, I've heard a lot of kids like to ghost people, but like, I don't know. For me, I at least try to be polite with people. I would just, I mean, I know it's rude to tell somebody off, but like, I told you a few times with my role plays, if I wasn't feeling it, I would finally tell them, hey, I'm not gonna lie anymore. I'm not feeling the mojo for this role play, and I'm just done.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fair. See, that's...
And I tell them, hey, I feel bad. Like you're a nice person, but I don't like your writing style. I just don't like.
I don't like your roleplay style. Yeah, exactly. I get that.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it anymore.
That's why the beauty of an entire website. You can find other people. So what's the point of suffering? Well, not suffering, but putting up with other people. Wow, that doesn't make you. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, there's no point in suffering anymore if it's not really worth it. You can then both move on and find different roleplay partners and such.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of black and white shading on the tile.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to bug you too much. Trying to concentrate.
No, it's fine. I need talking anyway. I mean, it's a stream. I gotta talk. The only downside is, so I was looking at that chatbot thing.
Oh, yeah, what about it?
So I need to be affiliate to use it even.
Oh my god, they're all like that?
It has to be points. You have to use points and use a talk. That's everything I've watched for. I looked up 3 different tutorials and all of them said the same thing. Go to your Twitch account. Go to Point Redeems. I don't have Point Redeems because I don't have affiliate status yet.
Okay, so it's for affiliates. So and you can even set it for 0, but you have to have that functionality still.
Yeah, you have to hit affiliate.
Or
I'm
just
so
one.
mad because I have almost all the stats for affiliate. The only thing I'm lacking is the viewers. I need an average of 3 viewers, and that's it. And I have an average of like, I think it's like 1.5 or 2.5 or something like that. It's like, it's so annoying.
Well, I mean, you had 5 yesterday, 6 yesterday.
It didn't change the average, babe.
I think I got offered affiliate, but I didn't do it when I was streaming because I used to get like 10 viewers.
You should,
It wasn't a
because
whole
you
lot.
get paid, baby. You get the money from.
Well, no, this was, I know, but this was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago when I was
think it was
streaming a lot.
easier to get it too back then, because then they've increased
Yeah.
it ever since. Now it's, well, it used to not require, I think, the view count. I think it was at least you had like a certain amount of followers. I think as long as you streamed a certain amount of time, then you got it automatically. But then they made it more stricter, so now it's you have to have everything, which I have it. I have the hours. I have the followers. I have the 8 unique stream days. But my only issue is that average view count. It's just so hard to get that. You know?
That's what everybody struggles with. Well, that and the chat box.
Yeah, getting the 5 unique chatters or 3 unique chatter, whatever it is. Yeah, it's like those are hard to get too.
Yeah, unique meanings. You can't just have one person doing all the chatting.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, it just sucks. Like, I try to do everything I can. I love to implement things like points and doing the little chatbot guy, which I was downloading all the software for it. Then I read it and it said, "Oh, you need to have point." I'm like, "There's no way I can do a chatbot without redeem." It's like, "Nope, you have to have that." I'm like, "God dang it!" So I designed this chatbot. Yeah, I designed him earlier for nothing. I drew a cute little guy, and I'm like, "Oh well."
Yeah, I thought that one. They're all technically free, but you're right. You have to have the affiliate. You didn't realize that.
Yep.
Stupid.
It's fine. I'll never get affiliates.
That's all. Like I said, it's all about Twitch's 80% luck, 20% talent. Like you just gotta keep streaming.
I know, and I've been streaming, babe. Like it's not like I'm not streaming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine. You're getting there. Anyway, you should just stream for fun and not to get affiliate. If you get affiliate, that's it. Icing on the cake or whatever, but it's not a.
I know. I find it funny. Like I have friends of mine from high school that are on Twitch now, and one of them she streams for. I think she streamed for the last like couple months. And she already got affiliate. I'm like, God dang it.
Yeah, some people just have all that fucking luck, and I swear to God.
Well, I mean, they also like.
I wish I had
get
that
affiliate. They push it hard too. They'll play games with people. They'll do shit. They're like, yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, some people like they make it their job, and it's like that's tough.
Well, she's a stay-at-home mom too, so she can easily stay home and stream.
Okay, so yeah, if you're a stay-at-home mom, yeah, that's a different story.
I know. And then I had all the computer issues too the last like year and a half, so unfortunately I just couldn't stream. Remember, I was
good now.
I was doing good there for a while on my laptop, and then my laptop fucked with me and died like twice, and then we got this new computer, and this computer had issues twice, so I was scared to stream.
Yeah, but you're good now.
I know, knock on wood, I'm good now, but I'm saying that
and there's all these Amazon sales. I want to get stuff to upgrade your computer, but it's
Amazon Prime. Maybe it's Prime.
Yeah, I know. I bought stuff for mine.
Of course, you bought Prime stuff.
Like I said, I got tired of spending money on everything else and not myself.
That's
so I'm
fine.
like,
Buy
if
for
I'm spending all this money,
Buy
I'll
for
spend
yourself.
$50 on myself. That's how I justified it.
You can buy for yourself. It's fine. Did I do it on that layer? Oh, I fucking did. Oh well. That's fine. I was just shading the pool deck. Okay, I guess our coloring mercy. I know. I guess I shouldn't say, well, why isn't it easy to get affiliate? It just sucks that I feel like I try, but I talk to the void, you know.
True, I get it.
I know. I mean, I've keyed a little avatar on the screen. I'm playing fun music. It's just, I don't know what else to do. Like,
yeah. So most people get started by doing their own community, like getting their friends and stuff. Which you have, like, you just got to get them to show up more often, or just do like a stream day where like like with that one day where you had like what 4 or 5 people in there and you had like at least 5 viewers.
I know,
Like you
right?
need days like that. You need days like that, and then you'll get random people that'll show up to the stream. Because there's lots of people that just like watching small streamers. Like I don't like watching big streamers. I like watching the small ones.
True, because the small ones
Um,
will also talk to you too. Like, actually, you feel like
they're more interactive.
yeah, your chat is
Exactly.
more interactive. Because yeah, when I've done like
Yeah.
Iron Mouse and all them, when you talk, the stream goes by, the chat goes by so fast.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I love watching Iron Mouse and Henny and all those people, but when they have like 7,000 people in stream, you're not getting a response unless you're donating money. So
Even then, they can ignore you because they'll be busy doing other stuff.
yeah. Well, even like I used to watch Billion all the time, and she had 3, 4, 500 viewers, and now she got like 7, 8, 9,000. Just like yeah, okay, well I guess. And same thing, like every other second, people donating for that stupid bot the AI bot that reads stuff, and that's the only way you can interact. It seems.
Yep.
Is by donating money, and I'm like I don't. So I just watch the clips now. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Like, just don't get discouraged.
I know.
It's a big
I know.
it's a big internet.
I'm starting to stream again. I was hoping I would get like some viewer for our D&D streams, but I get it.
Community. That's the biggest thing is
I know.
developing community. It's not even the content that you have on there. It's like
I know. I just felt like I drew everyone's PNG tubers for the D&D, so I thought I might get at least some people to listen to us, and at least like, oh, that looks pretty. But then it's like, okay, I get like on average 1 to 2 viewers for our D&D streams, and I was like, okay.
Don't underestimate how hard it is to get like even just 10 viewers. The average
I know.
affiliate only has 10 viewers. That's the average of like the top 10% of Twitch viewers. Their average is just over 50. So when you see people with like thousands of viewers, they are literally in the top 1% of Twitch people.
Oh, I figured.
So
I know.
Yeah, don't get discouraged by those people. That floored me too when I read about that. And like the top 10% starts off at an average of 50 viewers, and the people with like 10,000 views represent less than 1% of Twitch people. That's insane. So anyway, so now you know what you're working with.
Well, I know that's when they changed the affiliate thing. 'Cause remember, I think back when Twitch first started, like almost anyone can get affiliate. Like it went pretty fast. You would get it like almost instantaneously. And
Yeah.
people said like if you joined Twitch when it first started, you could easily reach affiliate, even partner, pretty fast. And they didn't want to share the cut of the pie for all the profits, so they started making it a little more harder.
You got to make what's the new one? There's a new one that everybody's using now.
I don't know.
That's it. Damn it.
Excuse me. I know people. Well, even like on YouTube, even.
Oh, Kick. Yeah, that's what everybody's using
Kick.
now. Yeah,
God dang.
that's another one you could try because there's
Eh.
like that thing's picking up steam pretty quickly. There's a lot of people
Yeah, but I have
on there.
OBS Streamlabs. I don't want to try to download other shit.
No, it's the same thing. It's just you put your Kick key instead of your Twitch key, and it's just as easy. You still use OBS. Yeah, have you never streamed to YouTube?
You can't stream to YouTube unless you have a certain amount of followers already.
Oh, well, so okay. So back in the day,
you can't multi-stream. Yeah, you can't multi-stream. I used to, babe. I used to stream on my phone at conventions, but then YouTube changed it so you can't live stream anymore unless you have.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that you can have different profiles for different streaming services in OBS. I used to have one for YouTube, and I used to have one for Twitch, and I used to stream on both. So yeah, you can do the same thing if you want to do that, and that might be a way to pick up extra viewers because yeah it's definitely not as big as Twitch, but they're like people like the freedom over there way better.
Okay, I'll look into it for other stuff. I don't want to have like a bazillion things, babe. I just want to do 1 or 2. Like
there's no bazillion things. It's just a different streaming service. It's like using a different web browser. But it's up to you. I
would rather not complicate things. Yeah, it's like I'd rather stay on one for now. It's like like even with like social media, I only use like Insta. I only just recently got on the TikTok. Even then, I don't upload any videos onto. I just upload it either.
Well, my point is, if you're trying to garner an audience, Twitch is a much bigger sea, and Kick is in beta still, and it's new and fresh, and everybody's going over there. So that might be a way to kind of get on the ground floor, so to speak.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Just Google it. See what I'm talking about.
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing shit. I'm drawing.
Not right now. It's already 11 o'clock. Jesus.
Yeah.
I've been up since 7:30.
Then go to bed.
Yeah, I'm playing my game. Only time I get peace to myself.
The only time
It was
you
late at night.
I'm sorry.
I'm not kidding.
Well, your family's that annoying?
Yes. Or at least I get annoyed.
Okay, you can just tell them you're annoyed. Okie dokie.
Yep.
That's orange.
So I just got my horsey. It's a Thestral. So it's a
You're
zombie.
playing Harry Potter. Got it. I know what Thestral is. I know what a Thestral is.
Well, I mean, it's not exclusive to Harry Potter. Thestrals are in other games or in other. Yeah, it's just a zombie horse. But I have one.
Okay. Why do you have one?
He's my steed, so I can run around the map.
Which map? What do you play?
Diablo map.
Oh.
I haven't stopped. I'm still playing Diablo. I haven't stopped.
Of course you're playing Diablo. But yeah, I know. It just growing an audience is definitely one of the biggest things.
A pain in the butt.
I know.
It really is. Anyway, like I said, now that I have a PC, I might start streaming more. It's hard sometimes.
I know. It's
to,
hard to tell
to do that and work and put together all that, and be entertaining.
I mean, I'm always shocked. I watch the VTubers and they'll stream like 14 hours in a day, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, when did you go to the bathroom? When did you get food? When did you take a break? When did you?
Oh,
shower?
I mean, they'll eat on stream. I mean, yeah, Iron Mouse does that. She'll be like, "All right, guys, I'll be back." She just leaves her stuff on. But that you got, like I said, you gotta have a community and mods and someone to run your Discord, and yeah, it's.
I know.
It's a lot. When you get that big, anyway.
I'm never getting that big.
You could be lucky. Like I said, mostly luck.
I've been trying. I think it's probably red. I'm gonna guess.
Okay, so why does the lifeguard have a sweat shirt?
Huh?
I don't know why she has a sweatshirt.
Because most lifeguards tend to wear a sweatshirt when they go to the pool. So it's
Weird.
around her waist. If you've seen that, it's around her waist. So she's just... She's wearing it like 90s style. She tied it around her waist. That's why. So she.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, most lifeguards that they give them a vest to wear to keep warm because it gets kind of sometimes they get cold in the morning when they get there early morning.
Well, and you go in and out of the water, yeah.
Yeah, it keeps them cool.
But I got notices of these.
You got notices?
Someone gifted me a Henya subscription. Yay!
Nice.
Oh, and I got a TV tier 1 subscription. Everyone just giving me gifting me
You
subs.
lucky
Thanks,
duck.
guys.
You lucky duck.
Yeah, I got both of these.
You can just get random subscriptions. Like, here you go.
Yeah. Well, I think Twitch, Twitch gives them to you randomly.
Yeah, either
But
the person
people-
can pick, either they can pick someone, or they throw it into basically a pool, and then the
Right,
thing will
but-
just pick a random person.
Right. From what I understand, though, the algorithm favors people who have never subbed before. So,
Okay.
like if it's brand new view, because they want to encourage you to stay. So that's
Mm.
probably why. 'Cause that's the first time I ever entered Chibi stream, and the first time I've watched Enya. So yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Sweet. I guess I gotta keep watching them for a little month. That means I have access to their emotes.
For a little bit, yeah.
Oh, I have Iron Mouse's emotes too, because I give her my Twitch Prime. So Oh, message deleted. What the heck?
What's wrong?
Stop spamming emotes. I put 2 emotes, and your thing said stop spamming. What the?
I didn't delete it, babe. That's what the Nightbot did to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's letting him now. I think it's 3 is
Spamming,
fine. How many did you have?
spamming emotes. I had like I do it all the time in streams. That's the whole point.
I'm
Spam
sorry.
emotes.
I put Nightbot in there. I'm sorry.
We'll fix it.
I can't fix him.
Okay, raving.
I don't know how to fix Nightbot.
Can you rave?
It's working now.
Oh my
so
god,
fine.
your thing says I can't.
Are you timed out?
This is dumb. Your message is identical to the one you sent 30 seconds ago. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, and look, all my stuff just got deleted.
What? Nightbot, no.
And I'm timed out for 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, babe.
You
Okay.
you need to fix that.
How do I fix? Where is Nightbot? Where is he?
you need to fix your settings.
I know. Where the frick is he?
Like that's really restrictive.
Okay, I know. I need to figure out where the frick he is. Hold on.
Not only did it do it, it deleted all my messages, like everything I put in there.
Not that one. Hold on. I know. Hold on. I gotta look up. Okay, fine. How to remove Nightbot. How do I remove Nightbot?
You have to remove it. You have to
Type.
adjust the settings on it.
I don't know how. Baby, I don't know where he is. I don't remember how I got him on there. Here, how to edit Nightbot. Where is he? I'm getting, sorry, hold on. I'm trying to look it up.
That's fine.
Here, I had to go to nightbot.com. Okay, log in. How do I... What do I do to him?
I have an idea. I've never used Nightbot before.
I know! I'm trying to figure it out. There's nothing here. Babe, I think it's just the way he is. I don't think you can change them. That's just what Nightbot is a
I've been on
program.
other streams with Nightbot. I'm reading it right here. It says you can disable, navigate to command setting from the left side, click disable beside certain commands to turn them off, click options to cooldown and user level.
Click options. I
Yeah,
don't have that. I don't have that.
No.
It's not on my thing, babe.
How do I change category and... Oh, these are all YouTube vids on how to do that.
I was
Okay,
trying to.
well, whatever. Just look it up later. Who cares?
I'm looking, babe. I'm looking. Hold on. Spam protection? Here, wait. Here. I'm gonna disable tons of emotes. I'm gonna disable that one. Okay. Disabled spam protection. That's what it is. It's in spam protections, so it should be fine. There's nothing on timers. I can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I can't get it to tell you to come out because I have to tell it to go away. I don't know how to tell it to go away.
Like I said, don't worry about it now. It's fine.
Okay, I know. I turned off the spam thing where it said excessive emotes and cap letters. I can block Nightbot if I need to block him.
No, it's fine. It's not gonna unban me anyway.
I'm sorry. Well, it's only a 10-minute timeout. You're not banned.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I
understand.
put it in there because I was having problems in the past with those those bot accounts that were coming to my streams and posting stuff like links. I had to go in there and manually delete them.
Oh, but you left all the default settings on. That's why.
I don't know how to turn them
Yeah,
off.
there's like, I know there's like I said, there's a bunch of YouTube videos how to, but you just worry about that later.
I know. Like I said, I'm just trying to build a following. I'm trying to keep things open. But I don't want to have the account to say, like, do you want to buy stuff? You need to, buy or stream.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
Yes, it happened a few times when we were streaming. Because I remember they would go, hey, Kelsey, there's something in your, there's one of those bots in your stream. I'm like, mother. So at least with Nightbot, he does block people who post links, so I can at least block that.
Yeah,
And
links
then,
I would leave on, but emotes are fun.
okay, I just turned them off. I turned all of those things off, so it's fine.
Hmm.
It said now they're turned off. It said turn them off. So yes, turn them off. So. Shit. Okay, fill those in. What are you listening to? I keep hearing. Is the TV still?
Well, yeah, let's turn it down. You can still hear that?
Yeah, it's like like in your mic, baby.
Oh, it's only when the enemies get hit. That's why.
You are funny. Okay. Sorry, she's just talking to the cat behind me.
No,
Okay, I know, Mom. They don't. When you yell at them, they don't want to come with you. Okay, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Okay. 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 Good night. Good night. Yeah, Taz is nice. Take him to bed. Take Taz to bed.
Hey, my old man. What's my old man doing?
He's being cute, and Mom doesn't want him. Don't bite my cat. Hey, hey, hey. No, Taz bit Bam.
Oh boy.
Come here. Bam.
Well, we were just talking about how nice he was, and he's like, I'm gonna bite this guy.
No, Bam was sniffing him, and then Taz reached over and nipped him.
Yeah, Taz doesn't like the other cats, I know. I've seen him do that many
Brats.
times.
Brats. Okay.
Maybe.
Just glad she's finally going to bed. So.
Yeah.
Much
Oh, yeah, it looks much better.
What?
Fletcher.
I'm glad it doesn't look like a dick anymore. I know. All of you guys saying it looks like a penis.
I didn't say it.
I know. They're like, it looks like a
I
penis.
couldn't unsee it.
I'm like,
I couldn't
thanks.
unsee it.
I was trying to draw it like it was bunched up, like because she was holding between her legs, and I was like, fine, you asshole. It's gonna just be in.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that you can do then.
What color are Mercy's eyes? Do you know?
Good question. I have no idea. You have the picture right there.
I know, but I'm like zooming in as far as I can.
Zoom in. I can see it.
Yeah, what
Oh,
is
they're
that?
like blue. They're
blue?
blue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. Blue hair, blue eyes, blonde hair. That's pretty normal.
Okay.
I need 160 intelligence.
What?
I'm on my D&D board.
Oh.
I get a certain damage perk if I have so much intelligence, but I only have 75 intelligence.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
And I need 160, so I'm way off.
I'm sorry. Okay. Don't care. We're just gonna. God damn it! I need to color that in. Where is it? Boop, boop. It's like okay. Get one of this layer. Okay, back to white. Boop, boop. Yay, I work tomorrow. Yippee.
I work every day.
I know. Oh, I did not erase that? Shit. Oh, that's this line? Oh. That was weird. I know, you work every day. I'm sorry.
When do you work? You close?
Yeah, 3:30 to 7:30.
We've been doing that, gross.
I know, it's not my fault.
Did
It's the only
did
shift.
they ever give you anything?
Huh?
Do they ever give you anything else? It's like you said,
No,
holy
it's always
shit,
like
they
two
didn't give
thirty.
you.
It's either 1:30, 2:30, or 3:30 till close. It's always like midday.
Still gross.
I know. And the only gross part is again the DM's gonna be there tomorrow, so I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, just pretend like you're working. That's all. That's all you gotta do.
Well, I'm hoping by 3:30 maybe they'll be gone.
Oh yeah, most of them just want to get home, so that'll be the first stop. They'll like my DM used to only be there till like 1 or 2, and then they would take off. They would go to lunch with the manager, and then they would go home.
Oh, they don't go on lunch now. They tend to stay. They tend to stay around. They talk to the managers for a bit, and then they watch us. They watch the customers, and then they tend to just talk for a while, go over numbers and shit, and then they finally leave by like midday.
Weird.
Mm. They gotta justify their visit.
Yeah, they gotta justify why they spending time to go down there. Honestly, they could do all that through Zoom and not waste,
They already do.
travel time and shit.
The irony is
Yeah.
they already get emails every hour on the hour of sales. They get weekly and monthly and quarterly reports.
Yeah, so it's completely useless. Like it's just for show.
The store we have, they talk on webcams on the tablets, so they can physically see and hear the managers. They can take pictures on their phone and show visual of the store. So the only reason they go down is physically just to say, I went, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just means it's just a way for them to bully the staff. That's all.
Make themselves feel big. Yeah, I hated DMs. They're the most fucking pretentious fucking people.
Yep.
I told you I had the one DM where I left to go work at the bank, and he told me that's a dead end career. I'm like, bitch, the fucking retail's a dead end career. Don't fucking tell me. Yeah, but he literally told me that
It's
you
like
don't
they
want
tell
to.
you that, so they want you to stay, and you're like, so you're insulting
Yeah,
me more, but this dead end job
yeah.
by saying that.
I'm leaving to go work a different job that has much better hours and better pay, and you're telling me that that job is a dead end, not this one in a
It's almost like
backwater
you
town.
could pay
Yeah,
me more money to stay, but you don't want to.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, nah, that's I don't particularly like DMs.
I know, and like I said, and they don't care about me, the peon at the end, the
Nope.
short end of the stick. It's like, yeah, I don't give a shit about them. Why should they give a shit about me?
No, they don't even remember your name half the time, unless you're a problem child. Then they'll remember.
Yep, like Mary loved to tell them about me.
Yep.
She was always getting pissed off by them. And I don't know what the hell I did to deserve it. You know.
Oh well, I mean, you didn't do anything. Just sometimes
I
people just
I
don't like you.
existed. That I existed. That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. I've been in that same position. Trust me.
There we go. Just a little. Yeah, I know. Just again, it was just stupid that my dumb time in retail, it seems, and just dumbass managers that tattletaled on people, and I'm like, and what was the point of tattletaling on us? Like, what did you get out of it? Nothing.
Yeah, they get nothing. Other than to try and curry favor with the people with the DM, which DM doesn't even care anyway.
Nope, and we've already shown that they only curry favor for their own people. It's very high nepotism for those kind of jobs.
Yeah,
Unless
I mean you explained it.
Yeah, and unless you're the CEO's daughter or cousin or niece or nephew, if related somehow by blood to someone at the top echelon, you're not getting in. You're not gonna. They're gonna give a shit about you.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Testing stuff.
Yep, I remember that was the funny part with Mary when she kept titling on me and everyone else, and then she got mad when they wouldn't give her any of the top spots for the job she kept applying for because they were like, nope. Frick you, neighbor.
Oh, she was, yeah, of course she's frustrated because, yeah, she thinks that she's going to get in, but it's a glass ceiling.
I know. I remember he's always funny. And plus, I point out, if you show that you're valuable at the bottom, why the hell would they put you at the top?
Exactly.
Like
What, you're
she
going to
rose
be
up
on
into a
my
corner.
level?
Yeah, she rose up into a corner, and it's like they see you as valuable as a tattletale and a snitch. You're the jailhouse snitch, right? Yeah. Why the hell will we put you in the guardhouse when you're the jailhouse snitch?
Yep.
Because you snitch for
And
us
my
for
brother's
free.
dogs. Yeah. Well, no, it's not even that. It's like, oh, I have a good thing going. I run the show. Like, the only way you're moving up is if you take my job, and I'm not leaving this job because you do such a good job making me look good that they're going to keep paying me to do it. So why should I leave? Like, yeah, you do your job, right, hoping that you'll go, but all you're doing is securing the current DM's job and making it easier for them. So yeah, of course they're not ever going to promote you.
Yep, I would find that funny. It's like, girl, why would you even do that? Like, I get like tattling on people that are fucking up and doing stuff that it's illegal or causing problems, but like, your only thing you were doing was saying, "Ooh, they posted on Twitter that they're mad at working
Well,
for us."
that's one thing I never do is suck up to bosses. Like,
I
I
know
get,
it was so
I'll do my
stupid.
job right, but I'm never going to be kissing the boss's ass or like tattling on my coworkers just to try and curry favor. Stupid.
Oh, it was extremely
Never do that.
stupid. I hated that shit. Especially when like I said, I point out, like, they never cared. Our bosses never fucking cared.
No, they don't. They pretend to, but they don't. No, like I said, as long as you keep that in mind, then you're fine. You'll be fine.
Yep, I said, like, when that one girl quit, and then Mary was in the back room on her lunch break, watching that girl's, at that point, it wasn't TikTok, it was like, was it Snapchat or one? I think it might have been Snapchat. It's like one of the other apps where it's like temporary videos, you know? And she
Yeah.
was on there streaming, talking about working where we work at, and I remember Mary was watching her phone trying to eat her lunch, and she's all getting huffy and pissy, and I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, you know, that girl just quit right now. I said, yeah, what about it? She's on so and so app talking bad about all of us. I said, okay, and
Yeah,
she's like, well, she's
exactly.
talking bad. I said, she quit. Who gives a shit? And why are you wasting your time and effort? But she's bad mouthing the company. I said, so what? She's no longer an employee. I said, you can then write in her file review that she's a shit ass employee. Don't rehire, you know. She's burning her own bridge, so that's her fault.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, so if she ever, I doubt that she would ever try to come back. But hey, she don't work for you anymore. You can
Yeah,
call you
I
whatever the
said
hell
she
she wants.
doesn't work for us anymore. Like, who cares? I said, if she does try to come back, you just tell them we saw your videos and we saw it. Like, you kind of burned that bridge. Like, even Taylor's like, yeah, she's burning that bridge. Let her burn her bridge, girl. Like, who gives a shit? Plus, the girl was
Yeah.
like at the time like 19, so it's like, it's pretty common for
Fine.
19-year-olds to make videos and rant online. It's what they do.
Yeah.
Let
No,
her.
no, that's fine.
And plus, like, it's a retail job. Who gives a shit? Her mom worked at the mall. Like, she can find another job at the mall. And she did. She worked at Bath and Body for, like, I think a month. And then she tried coming back to us because she realized that we actually, you know, well, at least we were better for scheduling versus Bath. I've heard Bath and Body. I've heard horror stories from Bath and Body. Don't ever work there if you can avoid it.
But they have all the, but it smells so good in there.
I know, but they treat their employees like shit. Like, worse than
Well,
Walmart.
gross.
I've heard horror
You know,
stories.
you know who treats their, I heard they treat their employees really well is QT.
Really?
They pay you, yeah. They actually, because I had I have a friend that works for there, and he's a manager, and he goes around all different things, and he's like, yeah, they treat them pretty well. They
Oh,
pay
yeah.
them.
QT does. Yeah, sorry. I was wondering why she
So,
looked
anyway.
weird. I didn't have her eyebrows. I don't know how that happened.
No brows.
I was like, why does she look
But you
weird?
could say they're hiding behind the hair.
No, I know, but I realized I didn't draw it. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, why does she look funny? I'm like, oh, I guess I just never drew the eyebrows. I was really tired last night with all you idiots talking about the penis. Whoopsies. But okay, there they are now. But yeah. I think I applied to Quick Trip a couple times, QT, and I never really heard back. I heard they're very hard to get into. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's like Costco. It's like, I've heard once you get in, it's pretty good.
Yeah, some of them players are making like $18, $19, $20 an hour, 19 something an hour.
Which they should be making that much more anyway, anywhere else, but...
Yep.
It's funny, like, I keep hearing Sierra and all them during we were doing the markdown / I was in the beta department, she was complaining once again, she goes, they get paid more everywhere else? I said, yeah. I said, right across the street McDonald's, $15 an hour.
Yep.
Down
That's minimum.
I said, In-N-Out Burger is like, what, 17, 18?
Yeah, and In-N-Out starts you at, I think, 16.
16, 17.
Then they'll give you more. You get more for experience.
Yeah,
but,
EG's the same thing,
yeah.
$18 an hour. I said, yeah. She's like, real? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I mean, it's fast food, but I said, but the example is literally across the street from the mall is a fast food place that's literally advertised almost $2 more an hour than what we get paid. Like, come on.
Exactly.
And she's like, I looked at her, I said, yeah. I said, well, don't complain. I said, you're still here, so it's like, they're not gonna change. I said, they don't care about us. I'm only here because I need a job and it's close by. I can tolerate it.
I'm surprised that that those people haven't raised the wages at all, and that they still can get anybody to work for you.
I mean, baby, okay. Every day we get idiots that come in, mostly the young kids, and they go, "Are you hiring?" And I always try to tell them, "Don't apply here. Like, it's not what you think."
Yeah.
Because they're dumb kids. A lot of them are just naive high schoolers, fresh out of high school. You know, they're 19, 18, and they don't understand. They're thinking like we all did when we were 18, 19. We went to the mall and we went to apply for, anything at the mall. Hot Topic, the food court, movie theater, whatever. We just thought, oh, it's a mall job. It's really easy. They look all laid back and relaxed. And it's like, yeah, but...
You know what's funny?
Not.
You know what my first job was? It was at the U of A.
Oh,
and then...
and then you left and then you worked everywhere.
Yeah, and then...
Well, no, you had Taco Bell. You worked Taco Bell.
Well, no, that was after when I worked at the U of A doing the concessions for the football games.
Oh, okay.
And that was my first job I ever had. And it's just funny because when I got hired at the U of A for my current job, I was already in the system, so that they just put me in as a rehire.
Gotcha.
So if you look at my work history, it says I've worked there for like 30 years. That's like 25 plus years.
Nice, baby.
Because I worked there when I was 14. That's
Nice.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's not. That's cool. Good for you.
Yeah. Anyway, just random things. But yeah, my first job was UV. My main job.
My first job was beer security at the 4th Avenue Street Fair.
Yeah, I can't see you as beer. I'm sorry.
Well, at the time I was, I think, 15 and a half, 16, so I was at that cusp of like getting the age where you can get a job anywhere, and I was still in high school, and my mom knew the people who run the street fair, so they were like, they normally hire homeless people to do all the, because they need security, but obviously I'm not old enough to be proper security, and that was the first year they were selling alcohol, so they were like, they tried to find a job for me, because I'm like, I can't drive the golf cart, I'm not old enough for a license to do it, I can't actually be security because they hire police for that. I'm not a police officer or trained for it. I can't run their booth because, again, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm a temporary worker. So they kind of just threw me into the catch-all, which was beer security. AKA, I stood at the end of one of the streets, and that's all I did for 8 hours. I stood at the end of one of the side streets and told people they couldn't go past me with the alcohol because there's a big sign behind us that says no alcohol beyond this point because they weren't legally supposed to take the alcohol into the neighborhood. And I was like stationed. It was like one of those side streets where not the main thorough ones, but like one of those side ones where they have the food trucks. So I had like 2 food trucks. I think I had like a few vendors near me, but it was when it was still kind of smaller. But yeah, I had a little chair. I brought my umbrella. I had sunscreen. I brought plenty of water and snacks. I think I had a book and maybe a sketch pad, but I really couldn't be distracted because I had to obviously watch people. For the most part, I was in a dead area, so I didn't have a lot of people. I had like 1 or 2 like asshole people that tried to like snotty little college kids that are like, what are you gonna do, little girl? But then like whenever that happened, one of the big burly police officers was walking up to talk to me. They saw him and shrunk up and ran away.
Oh yeah.
Because I forget, my mom knew the guy. He was one of the cops and he was working the event. It was just funny because he was tall. He was like 6 something, 7 feet tall. Little chunky, but he's just big boy. But he's very, very soft spoken. And he was all like, remember he actually bought me a funnel cake too. He's like, "You ever tried funnel cake?" I said, "No." I said, "I can't really
I
leave my
want a
spot."
funnel cake.
So he went over and got me. I ate like a third of it though. Like it was like the size of like a watermelon. Like the plate was so huge and it was so much funnel cake. It was so
Everything
much.
is there. Oh no, I know.
Oh, I know.
Everything
I felt so bad I couldn't finish it. The only issue was did they give me a walkie? I think I had a walkie-talkie, but they also would come by like once every hour or so and check up on me and say, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need a bathroom break?" I went like once or twice.
Oh, good. At least they're doing that.
I mean, it was porta potties. It was gross. And then at the end of the night, they would make their way. They would get the golf cart and they would come to each of us and tell us they could basically relieve us. We had to walk back or take the golf cart back. I was pretty close. I just would walk back.
Yeah.
But I only made it for 2 of the 3 days. I did it Friday and I did it Saturday. After Saturday, I remember because again we had to get up early. I had to be there by, I think I had to be there by 7 and be at my post by 8. Even though the fair opened at 10, we had to be there at least 2 hours early.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I had to get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock to get down there by 7, and then check into the trailer, get my vest, get my assigned spot, and then they would cart me over there and drop me off and say, "Okay, we'll see you in 8 hours, 9 hours." Drove away. And then, like I said, it was the end of Saturday. I was slowly walking back to the trailer, and I had contemplated all day, saying, maybe I'm gonna call out Sunday. And then I got to the trailer and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna tell them I can't work tomorrow." Like I was so drained. Like 2 full days of that. I was like, I don't know if I can do a third day. I was feeling sick. I hated it. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I walked in sheepishly and I told the boss lady. I said, "Hey," I said, "I'm sorry. I survived longer than I thought I would. I survived 2 of the 3 days. I didn't think I'd survive in 2 days, to be honest."
Oh, you did it?
I did 2 days, yeah. 2 of the 3. All the other homeless guys were like, "Stick it out for 1 more day. You'll get an extra, like, $80. And I'm like, it's not worth it, man. It's not. For them, I mean, I get it. It's a lot of money. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but I was just like, it was so much. It drained me. I was tired. I was sunburned. I was sticky, sweaty, icky. I was just done,
Yeah.
So,
like I said,
and my mom, I remember she yelled at me later, but I remember that Sunday morning I slept until like 9 o'clock, and I was like, this feels so good to stay in my bed.
I know that feeling.
And then I had to go back the next weekend to their headquarters to get my paycheck because it was not mailed to you. You had to go get a physical paycheck. I think for 2 days worth, I got like $130. That's not a lot, I know. This was back when minimum wage was like $6 an hour. So yeah, it sucked. I think if I did the third day, I would have made like 200 something. So I was like, whatever. Mom was still mad at me for missing the last day, and she's like, "You had to make them work." I said, "Mom, it wasn't even an important job. It literally, my job was a sign. I couldn't physically stop people, so if anything, it was dangerous. I was really scared when they told me I was beer security. I'm like, so people are gonna be drunk. I'm like, most people were really nice to me, and they would dump their drinks out next to me, and they're like, "Okay, thank you." But I said I only had 1 or 2 asshole kids that were like, "What are you gonna do, little girl?" And it's like, I said, "Sir, I can't do anything. If you want to walk out, be my fucking guest. Like, just letting you know, there are a lot of cops here. Like, you ain't gonna get far."
I can't do anything, but I can certainly call my cop friends over. So
like I said, I did it for that first time. I remember I was gonna apply again the next year, but I think I tried to apply and they told me no, thank you, because I ditched the last day.
They told you?
I think I don't remember if I did apply or not for the next street fair, but I think I was trying to find out how to, but I think my mom's contacts quit, and I was like, okay. I did it once.
Oh, I can see that.
So that was my first job where I got paid, but then like my first like actual go to a place and actually not be a temporary job like that one was skate country.
Oh yeah.
And like you, I worked the snack bar. I worked the concessions. It was the worst. It was the freaking worst.
There's nothing good about concessions.
No, because the worst part is they put the hottest fucking lights above you. It's the biggest light bulbs. You're next to all the machines that are pumping out hot air to cool down their inside. So.
Oh, see, at least you're inside. I was outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was inside. But babe, I'm telling you though, the AC was in the skate rink, not in the concession stand. I was babe, like I'm telling you, my armpits were like pools of sweat. I only worked there
Yeah.
for 3 months. 3 months. I only owned 2 shirts. I washed those shirts so many times in those 3 months. They were black and white checkered, like you wear at Foot Locker.
Yeah.
They were gray. The black had turned gray.
Wow.
The pits on them, the armpits were like frayed because of how much rubbing and me scrubbing them to get the pit stains out. Like it was actually no, it was rock hard from my sweat because it was that weird nylon material.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked. I remember I had to ask him for a second shirt because the first shirt, after literally less than like 3 weeks, it was already getting disgusting. And they're like, "Fine, we'll give you another shirt." I'm like, "Yes, thank you. Can I at least have 2 shirts so I can at least not wear the same shirt 2 days in a row?"
Yeah. Yeah. Let me wash one with one. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
I
You
would
think
have,
they would at least
yeah,
do
you'd have like 2 shirts back to back, and you're like, I can't wash the shirt now. I have to wear it the next day. It won't dry fast enough. But yeah, so I remember I got a job there because my mom's friend, again another cop friend, his son had quit recently from working there, so she's like, oh, they have a job opening, so I applied. I got in pretty fast. I remember the first day I worked there, the worst part was I was with another girl, so they were training me, another girl. Our trainer, it was her last day. Like,
Oh,
I
no.
was like, so should she even be training us? Because it's her last day. Shouldn't like her replacement or somebody else? Because we can't ask questions past today. Because what's the point of memorizing her name? She's gone tomorrow. You know, like what the?
Exactly. Yeah. What's the
I was
point?
like, why is she training us? Because dude, she did not give a shit. I don't blame her. Why give a shit? Like it's your last freaking day. Like why would you care?
Oh, I don't think she did.
Oh, she did not, babe. She did not care. That's a blur. Yeah, she literally did not care, and it was so obvious. It was freaking hilarious. Because she was like, "Yeah, do this, do that. I don't care if you want to do this. Whatever." And I'm like, lady, should you really be telling us this shit?" And I'm like, "If we have questions, yeah, good luck, because I am not gonna be here." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I know you're not gonna be here, lady."
You have questions. We got answers.
Oh, you have questions? Yeah, sorry. Well, I'm gone, bitch. Take care.
Toodaloo.
Yep, sorry. I'm gone. See ya. I remember, like I said, it wasn't much training either. I'm like, well, it's not that hard to do concessions. It's just knowing where everything was and how to operate the machines. That was the only thing I really wanted. Like I said, I'd never used a register before that, so I didn't know how to use. I didn't know credit cards. Didn't know how to open the till. I didn't know. Okay, and I will admit that was my job where I learned how to use a coffee maker. I never knew how to operate a coffee maker before that.
Oh, the old school one. Well, you're talking
Well,
about the old ones before the
it
Keurigs. Yeah.
yeah, before Keurig, where you had to fill it with water and you had to do the
And
filter
the
and everything.
filters.
And
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
it's like, well, I had one at home, but I don't drink coffee, so I never knew how to use it. So I had to ask them point blank. They're like, it looked at me like I had 3 heads. Like, what do you mean you know what to do? I'm like, just teach me, dum dum, so I don't fuck it up. I don't like. I'm sorry. I figured it out after like 1 or 2 tries, but it was like okay, because we had to use the coffee maker for making the noodles, because we had to typically or a hot cocoa when people asked for it. There was hot cocoa or the cup ramen. People would
Okay.
yeah, I know it's like why would you want cup ramen, but it's a cheap thing. We sold it for like $4 or $5 when it cost like, or no, I think we sold it for like $1 or something. But it was always the preteens liked it. I think it made them feel cool because they're like, I'm getting cup ramen at skate country. I'm like
I'm
whatever.
so I'm so meta.
Well, the worst thing is they had to bring them up. I had to get the cup noodle out. I had to get the hot water poured into the coffee maker, let it go through hot, then pour it in, open up their ramen, pour it in there, close the ramen lid, try to tape it closed or put a thing on top of it, let it sit. I would do a timer, like an old school egg timer, set it for like a minute or so, leave it on the counter. When it dinged, I had to yell for the person if they're nearby and say, "Hey, your noodles are ready." you know.
Noodles. Come get your noodles.
Yep. And I had to learn how to
Your
use the pizza
noodles
maker.
at the end of the week.
I never learned how to use the popcorn machine because pretty much they would pop the popcorn in the morning. So, and we didn't sell a lot of popcorn.
No.
The only thing that sold a lot was the
No, it's not
pizza.
popcorn there.
Well, it was one of the big ones, so we just we just had to fill it up real quick. We never really popped. I think I popped once or twice. It was scary because the thing would almost burn you when you put it in there. So I hated touching that machine with a bloody passion. But
Oh, I'm in. I can.
the only thing that was easy to work was the nachos, and pizza was relatively easy. You had to go in the back and use that old school pizza oven with the conveyor belt.
Mm,
But but yeah, like I said,
I
it
will
was
see that then.
we used the pizza oven to make pizzas and to also make the chicken nuggies and the French fries. They're all frozen.
Nuggies.
They were frozen though. It was like yeah, it was they had an old school refrigerator in the back there, and we would just simply put them on the conveyor belt on one of the trays. I think you ran it through twice for the nuggets. I think so. Yeah, we do it once or twice for the nuggets, or once or twice for the fry. If they wanted crunchy fries, we do it twice for the fries.
Yeah.
We would always put extra nuggies and fries on the thing and totally eat them.
I would do the same thing.
We
Heck
did.
yeah.
Yeah, it was me and the one girl, Mary Jane. We used to always for the French fries. I asked them how many was a French fry set, and they didn't really tell us how many, so we just do like a scoop, like a handful, and put a few extras. I think the nuggets they did have. I think it was like 6 nuggets or 5 nuggets, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Awesome. Free nuggies.
The nuggies. That's all you care about is the nuggies. That's all.
I didn't know they had Mickey Mouse nuggies. I saw on
You didn't
TikTok
know they had
earlier.
Mickey Mouse nuggies?
No. And well, Mickey and Minnie nuggies, but I was like, oh my god.
Nuggies are good, yes. But like I said, Skate Country was an interesting job. Like I said, it was just hot, sweaty, and it came in waves. Like I always noticed, like when the skate rink first opened, almost nobody would buy any snacks or food. They would, whoa, guys! Hey, sorry, my kitty cats are fine.
Uh-oh, they're fighting again.
Guys! Oh, Jesus.
They always fight at night.
I know, and I don't mean to yell in stream. Sorry.
Oh. Oh, look, we have viewers.
I know.
Yes, we have
Sorry,
viewers.
I have viewers. I'm gonna scare them away. Oh God, hold on. Be right back. I don't know. Furby, stop. It's Vinny and Furby. You no. No. No, I got others in here. Vinny's out here. He's fighting Vinny. Stay out of there. Stay right. Huh. What's the bandana on both step? Dan was fishing between my legs. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes. Okay, sorry, I'm coming back. Sorry. Yeah, it was just Furby and Vinny were fighting. And woke up Mom and she was not in the mood.
I know, man. I get that.
I'm sorry, I just didn't want her to yell and make them angry because I don't know why Vinny and Furby are fighting. It was. Anyway, back to Skate Country, I guess. Like I said, yeah, it was just so hot in there. Like it was just brutally, like hot in that behind the lights and everything.
Oh no, I can imagine.
Like I said, I got always just so like sweaty underneath it, and like I said, it came in waves. So like when the skate rink first opened, everybody ran to the skate counter, got their skates. Typically within the first like 20 minutes, then we start getting the first trickle of orders coming in, like people wanting to order whole pizzas, order their drink orders. So we get busy for like 20 minutes, and then it would really get into full swing while the little kids come up after the first. Yeah, they get tired of doing a few skate rinks. They would come over to me at the skate counter or a snack counter, and they'd want to buy like all the candy, because the candy was like 5, 10 cents, 15 cents, 25 cents, you know, single stuff like Airheads, lollipops,
Right.
Pop Rocks, that kind of stuff. Oh, we lost viewers. They all went poof.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. People order. You just never know.
I know. I'm just sad they all left. I'm like, no, people leave. Oh well. But yeah, like I said, so we just went through the waves, people, and it was just, and the little kids were cute, but also kind of annoying, because they would, you know, like I said, they would hand me like piles of coins, drop it on my counter. How much can this buy? And I'm like, 1, 2, 5, 15. You can buy 2 pixie sticks, you know, or 1, you know, gumdrop kind of thing. Like, that's literally what it became every time, and I'm like, and then they go, oh, well, what if I want to buy this? And I'm like, I don't know, just buy shit and get out.
Get your shit and get out.
Pretty much. It was like, I don't know, dumb kid. What do you want to buy? What are you trying to buy that I don't give a shit about?
You never know.
I know. Or then it would always be the snooty parents that would come up and want to buy, like, I went to order for my whole party, like, you know, 3 whole pizzas, 4 pitchers of soda.
God, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, you know, we'd only have like a certain amount of pitchers, and I'm like, fuck. So I had to get the ice in the pitcher, had to get them full of soda, had to get all their cups, had to go in the back, get the whole pizzas thrown in there.
Oh, I can imagine. Oh, I'm so sad.
Yep,
Pains me thinking about it right now.
I know. Like I said, it was just annoying, especially when I got like no tips, you know.
Oh yeah, that was the shitty part. Like, it wasn't not a very tip culture over there. It's just kids. They don't need tips. Yeah.
Yeah, we had no tip jar or anything, so it was like we never got any tips. And if anyone ever gave us a tip, like we got a few tips every now and then. Someone would give us like maybe $1 or like, you know, I think one time we got a $5 bill, but the problem is it's a $5 and we couldn't split it obviously, and we were just like, yeah, fuck it. So we just spent it. We spent it back. $1 we just would throw back into the. Yeah, we're like whatever. I think anything bigger than that, unfortunately, the bosses would take it and we never would see it. So.
Of course.
I told you, like with Ferrani and them, they would sniff out. They'd see a tip and they'd be like, "Thank you, that is mine." And you're like, "That's not your okay." It's like, and that's never not mine anymore. Okay, I see how that is. Yeah, like I said, we didn't get a lot of tips, and the only ones who did get tips at Skate Country were typically the birthday hostess. Like she would
yeah,
get it because it makes sense. Because they would spend like all their food budget would be like $100+, so they'd have to put a tip on there when they charge their card. So they would give them like 10, 20, $30, you know.
Yeah.
I told you that's what that one girl when I remember it was like my first time I worked on a weekend and I saw the birthday stuff happen. I remember they came to the snack counter and bugged me saying, "Hey, can we get, you know, more drinks, more stuff?" And I said, sure, no problem. So I was helping them out, but then I was like, you know, I gotta be busy with my own counter stuff. And then I remember I was like, well, maybe I'll start learning how to do birthday hostess so I can help them out, so I can, because she was like really swamped. Like, I remember watching her, like she was just like super swamped with everything. So I thought, okay, you know, maybe I'll help out in the future. I'll learn from her. I'll like follow her like a shadow, and eventually I can help do birthday hosting too. So it won't just be one person; it'll be two of us.
Yeah.
The worst part was later that day she confronted me because she said like because her party had come up to me asking for help. Like, you know, they're saying, "Hey, where's our hostess?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can help. What do you need?" And they're like, "Oh, we need more drinks. We need more this, that." I would get it for them while also doing my snack bar duties. She came up to me and said, "I'm the only birthday hostess. I need the tips to survive. Back off." And thank God teenage me said, "Fine, malicious compliance, wish granted." Literally within like 5 minutes, their party came up to me again and said, "Hey, we need to." I said, "Sorry, I'm not allowed to do that." They're like, "What?" I said, "You need to find your birthday hostess and ask her to help you."
Yep,
and
exactly.
I walked away. Oh, I watched her, babe. Like well, the problem is the stupid, the company there, the managers would book her like 3 birthday parties in a row, like, you know, like back to back to back, like all at the same time, and she's one person. Most birthday parties consist of like 20+ people, including the parents, you know, with the kids.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to do all that.
Yeah, a small party was like 10 people. I've seen them get as big as like 35, including the parents. It was just insane. I was like, why would you guys book 2 birthday parties? 2 is like, okay, 3 is insane. It was nuts. Yep, I watched her. She was sweating, she was running around, and she's like, looked at me, and I said, "You told me I have to help you." I said, "Good luck."
Yeah,
she got no tip from that one party. Yeah, she got like no tip because they were like, she took like an hour to get him fucking food and drink. And she even got them she got him the wrong food and drinks. Oh, she kept running around because I saw her. She looked frazzled. I saw that look on her face. It was the, look. It's like, did that party get 2 drinks or 4? Did that party get 2 pizzas or 1? Did they have pepperoni or cheese? And it's like, again, I was gonna help you, and I wouldn't have asked for the whole tip. I would have asked maybe for a third at first, and then maybe go to a half, but you were saying this is your only job to pay for your 2 kids and your husband? Fuck out of here. Then get a better job, bitch. You're working with high school. She's working with high schoolers, and I realized looking at her face, I'm like, oh, you're no longer a teenager anymore. I can see it on your face. At that point, I didn't know she had like 2 kids. And nothing against single parents. I get it. It sucks, but it was the attitude that she gave me was, this is my only means of making money for my family. Back off. And it was like, honey,
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to steal your. I'm not trying to help you. Be a good.
I was trying to
Homemaker.
also be a good employee, and I thought, hey, I saw she was struggling. I said, plus your party. I said, if anything, I didn't take it. Your party came to me because they couldn't find your ass.
Yeah, I
I
was
was
just trying
like,
to help you out.
and I thought, well, they already came to me for support. I went to her and said, hey, can I learn how to be a birthday hostess from you so I can not take your job, but just help you so there can be two of us, and that maybe when you have to call out sick or something, and I'm already trained to be a birthday hostess, I can do it.
Yeah, no,
Instead,
you're trying to steal her job.
yeah, no, I was trying to steal her job. Took her job.
Took her job.
I took her job. I'm just so glad past me was like malicious compliance. I just turned and walked back to the snack counter. And I remember the party came up to me and I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And they're like, what? I said, you defined your birthday hostess. They're like, but you were helping. I said, nope, I am no longer I was yelled at. I am no longer allowed to help you. I said, you need to find your birthday hostess. And they're like, oh, okay. And they looked so confused. It was like, I'm like, I'm sorry. I said, I know. I was trying to be a good
Just the
employee.
way they wanted. Yep.
Yeah, I was doing what that dumb lady wanted. She wanted to be a biatch. She became a biatch. I said later she got yelled at by the managers because they said like, yeah, she was super slow. They complained. A lot of customers complained, and she never once apologized to me or anything. But I was like, after that, I kind of learned it's a free for all with those kind of jobs where you just keep your head down, do your job, and don't help anyone else because they sure as hell won't help you.
That's the way it shouldn't be.
It should not be, but yeah.
No, should not be that way.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it should not be like that, but like I said, she didn't care and she was just being a jerk to me, so I was like, whatever. Like, girl, at that time I was like 17, so it's like, and then I said that's when I realized that the other people there were slightly older than me. They were like maybe 19, 20, 21. Pretty sure one of them did marijuana in the back. I was just, when you went behind to the pizza room, it reeked of marijuana back there, so I'm pretty sure somebody was smoking doopy down there.
Oh, that's terrible.
Baby. It's skate country. What the fuck?
No, I know.
What do you think? It's gonna be a reputable bit. This ain't Chuck E. Cheese, man.
It could be reputable.
It could be reputable. They could be hardworking people that didn't waste their money.
Yeah, they could just be
on
hardworking citizens.
Uh-huh. I'm just saying, like, it was just, and then of course I'm pretty sure that the skate counter girls and the guys who skated around for the music were fucking in the back room too.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't put that past them at all.
Yep, I never saw it or never heard it, but it was just a feeling that they were.
Oh, you know.
They were getting funky. Well, because I could look around the snack bar counter to see the skate counter behind me, and there'd be times where I couldn't find her. I would look over and she'd be gone. And I can look over at the tower where the guys are for the music and the DJs and the watch the rink, and you'd see one or two of them are gone. And you're like, yeah, two and two together. Then you would see them both walk out from the back, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I wasn't stupid. I was a teenager. I get it. It's just like, oh, goody. Dumb teenage shit.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Well, then I learned that pretty much every girl there tends to start at the snack counter, and then they work their way to skate counter. Because again, I told you, the first 20 minutes of the shift, when they opened the doors, the skate counter was packed. But then the rest of your shift, nothing. Because they already got their skates. They don't need any more skates, so you're only going to be busy at the end of the night when everyone returns their skates. That's going to be it. And all you gotta do is put them in the you don't have to do anything. You put them in the stupid the bin, and somebody else will wash them out later.
Gross.
Yeah, there's always some guy in the back would get that spray and just spray each one down.
Oh, wait a second. Well, Mom's calling me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, very bad.
Of course. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. They're just watching their stream. It's like, I'm all alone. Oh my god, Rowan responded. Oh my god. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's funny. Here, that's gonna get fired. Oh god, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's stupid. Oh yeah, somebody gave me that one. Here. I forgot someone gave me that one for this person. Oh, I still have red claws. Yeah, I still have red claws. God, why is he still up right now? Man, the hair is just gonna keep going, huh? Overlay? Screen? Shine? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do for the... I do find it funny that we had to have... Yeah, I don't like that. That's fine. It's looking cute. I just found that funny that that's his response is a fucking Doom thing. We'll see how that turns out next week. With my character being kidnapped. Sorry. I'm loud chewing. I don't mean to. I'm so sorry. I did not know the microphone could hear me chewing. You must know it's Frosted Mini Wheats. I'm just gonna keep posting dumb shit. Let's see. Kinda done working on Mercy. I'm gonna do another. Work on a sketch. Just gonna change the music for a minute. Oh my god, I like that pose so much. Depose it works. Depose it works. Oh, let's not do that. Can I make you smaller? There we go, Streamlabs. I need to make you smaller. Sorry, I need a reference. I need a reference. I was just curious. I'm surprised he did finally respond. That's hilarious. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going through Twitter right now. I'm just trying to. Oh, that's adorable. That is horrifying. Hopefully he gets back on soon. Oh. Sorry, I just saw I got a new follower on Twitter, so I had to say thank you. And is Twitter broken? Because it won't let me. What? 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 I am stuck. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's sent. Maybe I can send it with a GIF. GIF. Tomato, tomato. Excuse me, let's see. No, they got the spooky bags in at work. God damn it. I'm gonna go broke, chat. I'm gonna go broke because, like, my work got in. Not just, I told my boss to hold, they have the Digimon Funko, so they got Patamon and Gomamon. And then they posted more stuff. They got in the Rim and Ram Arabian Nights figures. I'm like, fuck, so there goes some more money. Then they got in the Rim and Ram. I have the Ram one, or Ram one, the pink one with her in the, it's like a striped. It's like she's wearing a swimsuit. It's like a striped like towel thing. It's a noodle topper. Well, we got the Rem one in, the matching one. So I'm like, I already have Ram, so I gotta buy that one. Then they got the Miku with the chocolates, the sweet choco mint one. Ugh. Then they just posted they got in the Stitch Halloween bag this year. It's Angel and Stitch, and their little jack o' lanterns cut out. I'm like, fuck, I don't need more Loungefly. But
Hey, back.
welcome back. I'm just mad because my work
You
just
missed.
nothing. My work just keeps posting stuff that they have, and I already told my boss to hang on to 2 Funkos for me. It's 2 Digimon Funkos. They got Patamon and Gomamon. Well, they posted
Yeah.
more figurines. They got in more Ram and Rem ones, the ones I want, the Arabian Nights ones. I'm like, fuck. So I may be spending a lot of money tomorrow when I go into
Oh boy.
work. I'm buying 2 Funkos. I may have to buy 3 figures because I already have. Well, right in front of me, I have the Ram one, the noodle topper one with her in the bathing suit, and we got the Rem one in, which matches it. I'm like, I have to get that one. You can't have one with the other. But the Arabian Nights one's cool because they're like genie outfits with them, and it's really cute, and I kind of want that one. But it's 2 figures. I know. I'm like, fuck. But anyway, I was laughing because right when you left, if you look on our general chat, Rowan responded. He responded with the Doom guy meme.
The general. Oh, you mean in the chat? Okay, okay.
Yeah. He posted he posted the
Oh,
gif
I see it.
of Doom Guy
Yeah.
getting his sword ready.
Heck yeah. Oh, I love that game so much.
I know, but I was hoping he would respond because I think it was funny that Caden made all of us. It's funny. I think Melee's like, I don't want to hurt Rowan's feelings. It's not gonna hurt his feelings. I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious if we all type it at the chat at the same time and at him and say, Rowan, your wife got kidnapped. Just to fucking see what he did. TK has been kidnapped. Because I know what's
That's
gonna happen.
awesome.
He's gonna come back and go, I left you fuckers for half a day, and you got my wife kidnapped. Where the fuck is she?
Sweet.
The
Then we
best,
got
the best part
taking our-
was, you know how I got kidnapped?
No, you did not tell me.
I was hit in the back of the head with a frying pan.
Oh my god, why?
Because I was standing watch outside with the campfire. I said, well,
Oh,
there probably been a frying pan nearby because of, for cooking stuff. They
right.
They grabbed it, and then they were silent behind me because I couldn't hear them. And also TK's perception, her passive perception is abysmal. It's an 11, so I mean, if they were a rogue, I can't hear them. They're gonna sneak up
Oh
behind
no,
me.
no,
He even said it was a shadow. We figured it had like horns, so, and then they smacked me in the back of the head and dragged me away.
And you're gone.
Yep.
And she's gone.
The thing was, Caden described it as everybody had a simultaneous dream where they saw this happen, and they were like, that's weird. Next morning, they all wake up, and he goes, do you check outside for her? Yeah. Is she there? Nope, she's gone. You see drag marks, and you see a frying pan with a tick-tick-sized head dent in it.
Head dent.
Like, you'd see, like, her antenna things. Like, it's the imprint of her back of her head. Like the cartoonish, like, Looney Tune style when you see, like, the imprint of someone.
Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh, but I was like, it's like, I don't know, I had the idea, just have her get kidnapped for the fun of it. To see what the fuck happens. Give our story some urgency, I just found that funny that he finally responded, and it's the fucking Doom Guy. Well, time to go murder some people. BRB.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, that's good. That's fun. Good for him.
Like I said, 'cause he'll be back next week, so like I said, like, he can come into the group. I'll be quiet for at least part of the session, and he can just be like, "What the hell did you idiots do? And where is she?
Don't judge me.
Where's my wife?" And you're like, "Yeah, what say, Osis? Where the hell were you? Sleeping off your food coma? You're back in hell still?
Sleep in the food coma. You know me.
You came back and said, fuck this shit, I'm out," and went back to the tavern to pig out.
Yep.
You saw the spookiness and went, nah, man, nah. Peace.
I'm like, I'm done.
You're like, pat my chest, the peace sign. You're like, you guys have fun in the spooky mausoleum. I'm gonna Scooby-Doo this shit and leave.
Wait, how do you have the red? Where do you get the Wigglies? Oh, for Red Claw.
Yeah,
okay.
Somebody gave me twice now. I've gotten for Red Claw, and I got one from this girl. I watched her, and somebody gifted me a sub for her too. I got one for Balin Draw. That's a little hair one.
How funny.
Like, this is also another one of hers. It's just the spinning ones. I know, I love Red Claws. To be honest, his are pretty good. Like, not gonna lie, his actually are pretty good. The laughing ones
I like
are
the spinny ones. I love the spinny ones.
I like his little, like, derpy dinosaur one with the head bob.
Oh god.
The only one I don't like is the he based the baby. He has the baby one based on the that old TV show Dinosaurs.
Oh, I love the not the mama. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's that
not
one.
The mama. Not the
yeah,
mama.
he drew one of his baby forms is based on that. It's actually in a kid's stroller or high seat, and he has a frying pan in his hand.
Yes.
He does baby streams with that one, and it's funny because people like hate him for that one. He goes, "Fuck up!" Like, shut the fuck up! Like, it's my character. It's my.
Yeah, you do what he wants.
Okay, I was just kind of done playing with Mercy. I'm like, I'm gonna doodle something right now. Cause I'm done drawing. I don't know. I get bored coloring stuff.
Oh, that's like a terrible problem to have.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do all that anymore. It's not like I want to draw my character kidnapped or anything.
Oh yeah, no, you just want to put them in bad positions.
I know, but I was thinking, I'm like, oh, can I look up? I'm like, I shouldn't look up bondage shit, should I?
I'm
I'm
liking
just
this
gonna, I'm
episode.
just, I'm just, I'm just gonna imagine TK because she's so aloof and so chill that she's gonna like wake up, see herself tied up, look over at the people and be like, "Huh, this is new."
This is
And then they'll
new.
be like,
And
holding
I
knives
kind
to
of
her
like
saying,
it.
"You don't know
Yeah.
what you're messing with," and she'll be like, "Yeah, I can break this flimsy knot." She should be like, "Actually, you tied this knot wrong. Can I show you how to tie it properly?" And they'll be like,
Yeah.
she would
Yeah,
be
go
the
for it.
Homer Simpson of them, where it's like she's gonna befriend the fucking kidnappers. They're gonna come in and see them having a tea party. She's the goddamn Naruto of the group. She's gonna be the damn Naruto of the group. She's gonna befriend the freaking enemies, make them regret being enemies. Or she'll just, or they'll be smart. But I think Thrycreen only can talk if they can see you. So I mean, if they put a
Really?
bag, I think so. I think it's only visually, as long as they can make it, because they talk telepathically. I think it says
Mm.
as long as they can see a creature, they can talk to it. So I think if you were to blind them, like she had like a bag over her head or a blindfold, she probably couldn't communicate. Which I think
I see.
she would even tell them this. She would just be like, if you just cover my face, I can't talk to you, right? And she'd be like, she even will like stop moving her lips, saying, "See, I'm talking." And they'll be like, "How are you doing that?" It's like, I'm not actually talking to you. Like my lips just move for funsies. And she could even, I mean, because well, Thrycreen, if you look it up, they talk by like clicking their mandibles. It's like a clicking language.
Oh.
It's like like clicks. It's not actually talking, but it said they learned how to talk to other, because unfortunately no other creature can talk to them that way, and most of the universe talks in some kind of language, so they learned telepathy to talk to other creatures.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why I picked it, because I remember for the space thing that made most sense. I'm like, God, if we went to any alien race and we have to worry about everyone having all the language, I'm like, no, I got it. I can talk to anyone. Now reading is another story. Like I can't read any language though. But there's a spell called comprehend languages though, so I mean, as long as you have somebody in your party who can do that, then you're good.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
That's what Remus had to cast when he had to read that tablet, because, like I said, we didn't know how to read the the tomb. And it's funny, they all read the scripture, and I listened to what they read, and it was something like I said, like it was such and such evil could not be confined, so it rests here forevermore. Don't let it out. And they're like, "Oh, it's an immortal god." I said, that's not what a tomb is, you dumbasses. It's not for like some god to chill there. And they're like, "No, it means it's immortal down there." I said, "No, that's not. Do you not know Egyptian lore, you dumbasses? That this literally means their soul is gone, but their body is there. That's what it means." They didn't want to listen to me.
Yeah, I don't know that.
We go, baby. Did
No,
you?
I don't know Egyptian lore.
You never had an Egyptian phase?
No, I didn't. I didn't have
Oh, I did
anything.
it. I did in third grade.
No, I can't say I ever had an Egyptian phase.
Oh, I did in third grade because we did.
I
We
thought
studied.
Cleopatra was hot. That's all I knew.
Oh, I was full core, like head on. Loved Egypt. Like I was nuts, baby, for it. Like holy shit.
Oh,
I
I
was.
never knew.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Most kids either do an Egyptian phase, Titanic phase, like one of those things.
Oh, yeah, I was not a normal kid.
Oh, I was both of those. I did both phases. I did Egyptian. I did Titanic. I went to the Greek mythos. I got really into the Greek mythos and the North mythos. I think North was when I was middle school, because there was an anime called Loki Ragnarok, and of course, before I knew I was actually Norwegian, I thought I was Swedish because my family kept telling me that for the longest time. So I felt it was kind of like a connection to me, because it's like, oh, Swedish, Vikings, Norse mythology. And that's the only anime I've ever seen to date that actually used Norse mythology for an anime reference, and it was so cool. And I'm so sad that the
I can't
manga
think of
never
any.
finished. I know the manga never finished, and the anime was just so meh. Literally, baby, no, the anime ended on a fucking cliffhanger. It did.
Oh, I hate when that
It
happens.
did. Like, yeah, like you had this really cool finale, and then like, but if you read the manga and the anime were like two separate beasts. It was weird. Like the manga was a lot more darker. The anime was much more fluffy and light, and it was kind of weird, and it made other characters more important in the anime than they were in the manga. They changed personalities, and even the manga was only 2 manga volumes. The anime I think was like 20 episodes or something. I have it on DVD still. The opening is a banger. It's a good opening song. It's creepy as hell. Like I love the opening visuals. It's really creepy. But then the series itself was more. It followed in that line of series that were like cutesy anime detective, with quirky sidekick. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about? That
like
genre. Yeah,
Conan. Yeah.
yeah, like Conan. It was that weird genre in the late '90s, early 2000s, where it was some kind of supernatural element or something that was spectacular, and it was always like one kid, one adult, and one wacky sidekick kind of thing.
We
So that's what mythical detective Loki Ragnarok was. Loki was a small kid, but he's actually really Loki, the god of mischief. His butler is actually his son, the serpent. What is it, Jonheim, whatever it is, the serpent
yeah,
that engulfs the world. His little dog is actually Fenrir, the dog that's supposed to devour the sun or whatever. He became
yeah.
a kid because Odin. That was the whole mystery of the series. Was at the very beginning, Loki is shrunk down to a kid and banished to Earth. We don't know why. Odin just basically tells him, "Fuck off, get out of the gods' realm." So then you meet the other gods like Freya and Frey. You meet Heimdall.
Mm.
They're all kind of goofy anime version of themselves. I think you meet Thor. Is it Thor? I think you meet Thor. Is it or? But
You
anyway,
met
he meets
Thor?
Thor.
What?
Yeah, he's a black-haired kendo high school student, but I'm just saying it did touch a little bit on the mythos of Norse mythology, but for me it was just because it was so cool to see Loki. Loki was so cool. I thought it was cute, and of course you had the human sidekick Myra, whatever her name was. She
Yeah.
was following him around. She kind of liked him, obviously, but then the romance was kind of creepy because technically he was like 8 and she was like 15. But then he would turn into his adult form sometimes. Which holy yeah, like I said, the anime never ended. It was like he fought with Heimdall and did other shit, and then
It's okay. She's 800 years old. We can be attracted to her.
oh, I know. Well,
It's not against the FBI.
technically, if you're going the mythos, yeah, he's like 2,000 years old. So yeah, he's not a kid, but he was
Yeah.
pushed into a kid's body. We never learned why Odin did it. We don't know why. It was just weird. I don't know. Like I said, the anime ended on a cliffhanger where they zoomed in on his wife. I forget her name now. He in the mythos of Loki, he marries a giant, and she's the one that births the giant snake, the giant dog, Hela, the half undead
Oh yeah,
god.
hella, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they have 3. Those are their 3 monstrous children, and she's a giant. That's Loki's wife. Well, in the anime and the manga, they portray her as a petite little like preteen looking girl wearing a maid outfit. In the manga, when he first meets her, Odin took her voice and he programmed her to kill him.
What the heck?
So, but he knows it's his wife, and he treats her very respectfully. He knows she's gonna kill him, and he tells her it's okay. And then I think in the manga they actually break the spell on her, and she can finally talk again, because like the wolf and the butler, who's the snake guy, they both recognize her right away as their mom. So it's kind of sweet. But I remember in the anime, the last episode, the last like 2 minutes shows her. They zoom in on her like a creepy assassin, and that's it. That's all you get. So it's a teaser,
Oh, that's lame.
like season 2. Nope. And like I said, the manga ends so abruptly. It's only 2 volumes, and from what I gather, I think the mangaka just didn't want to do it anymore, or something happened because there was never a volume 3.
Yeah, that happens a lot though.
I know. Just like I said, it was a really cool art style. If you ever look it up, Mythical Detective Loki Ragnarok. It's a really pretty art style. It's kind of dark but gothic, but it's kind of cutesy. And again, the manga was much more influence of the mythos of Loki and all of them in Norse mythology versus the anime was kind of anime. So it's
Well, yeah.
high school. We gotta show high schoolers. But the manga felt
That's what's popular with the kids these days.
well, because in the manga, like I said, the plot lines were the first major plot point was you met past Loki, which was called Loki White, and that is actually part of the mythos of Loki. Is that he has the Norse gods have kind of like the Christian God, where you have the Old Testament and New Testament kind of God.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's Loki White and Loki Black, and in the manga, he gets teleported to kind of like a Wonderland kind of world, and you realize that's his past form has pulled him in to talk to him, kind of thing. Because I remember the big reveals when he goes to the castle and he sees himself, but he's wearing like a pure white like suit, and he goes, "Yeah, that was me, like 400 years ago," kind of thing. And like I said, it was a really cool dark story, and I liked it. But like I said, they dropped it.
Well, it is what it is. I'm sorry.
I know, no, it's not your
Maybe
fault.
someday somebody will be a fan and pick it up 30 years later.
I highly doubt it. Like I said, no one's ever talked about it. I never seen anyone ever cosplay it. Like I said,
Oh yeah.
it's an old series. I mean, even when it was on,
I honestly never heard of it till you told me right now. So
I think I only heard about it and got into, like I said, I was into the mythos stuff, and also I was looking up. I think I used to watch a lot of the new type DVD things, the previews, and then I used to watch a lot of the when I would get DVDs from like Netflix, and you'd watch the previews on there. It would say like like coming soon or give you a sneak peek of some series, and I think they had the trailers for. Well, they showed the opening song. I can't play it on stream obviously because it's copyrighted, but I'll send to you later. Then the opening sequence for the series is just so fucking spooky. I remember as a kid I used to watch it so cool because compared to the animation for the show, it was like 1,000. Like it was amazingly cool. It was creepy. It was like surreal. He's in a boat. There's the moon, the crescent moon above them. The music is like this creepy like orchestral music. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. It was really cool. But then you watch the show and it's like we're going to look for a lost cat, and it's like what the fuck. Like you give me this spooky like gothic like aura of a really cool scene of a guy rowing a boat in a on a skyless night with only the moon above him, and the water looks so amazing, and the music is just the vocals are like raspy and creepy, and it was like, and they kept doing like horror imagery of like showing like cobwebs and shit, and they would flash to other characters and they would show their eyes and the gleam, like it's really cool. I remember I used to listen on repeat all the time. I used to always watch it. I remember I tried emulating the art style too, and it was just very it was a very unique series. Even the anime did get down most of the art style, but the manga was just so beautiful. Like I'm sorry, the manga was gorgeous. Like you can't tell me that manga was not beautiful.
well, most of the time manga is, or most mangas are.
Oh, I know. It was just saying like that manga was just really really gorgeous. Sorry, I'm talking straight. I know I'm talking. I'm just not drawing. um, but like I said,
People watching you talk, so it's fine.
I know I have like one viewer, so
Yeah, there you go. But you have two now.
it says
Congratulations.
One. It says one.
Oh, it's two on mine.
Oh, it says one on mine.
Entertain your lurker.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be entertaining. I hope I am entertaining.
It'll be entertaining watching you struggle to play Diablo.
No, we're not. Watch me struggle to play Diablo. fuck Diablo. But like I said, there was it's funny looking back. There's like series like that, like Loki Ragnarok, that don't get the love that it deserves. Like, I mean, I miss No Game No Life. I don't care what anyone says about they were siblings, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about that part. I just love the aesthetic of No Game No Life. The red outlines, the colorful like neon pastel colors of the scenery. It was just always so gorgeous looking. And I did love the music when it would swell, and you would watch them. I still remember the last when they were playing that video game thing. Like I was like, how are they gonna get out of this? And it felt like, okay, they got out of that part. There's no way they can. Oh, they got out of that one. Jesus Christ! Oh, come on, they can't beat this. And then they kept getting, and it was just funny. Then you realize if you looked back, they set all the dominoes in place to win every game, and it's just like, man, they were playing 4D chess and we were playing Battleship, That's what it felt like watching No Game No Life. I know, No Game No Life was just so entertaining. Even the English stuff wasn't that bad.
The movie
was so good.
Yeah, I don't. The series is okay. It's not that bad.
Well, the funny thing, people
the movie is way better. It's
it's a prequel movie too, because the movie also shows you the evil, the angel characters, like how diabolical those motherfuckers were. Which everyone said those things were scary as shit in the war, and after the war, when the last god standing declared that you can't kill anyone, you have to you settle all debates with games. They became useless.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way.
Well, remember, she said they started hoarding knowledge because the only thing they could hoard was knowledge. They couldn't hoard anything else. They couldn't kill people. They couldn't be hired to kill, and the old gods were dead. They served the old gods.
Right. So what do you do in a world without war? You become useless.
So they became bored, so they started to figure out, well, we can hoard knowledge. I said,
It
I know.
became the new
I'm
commodity.
just surprised they
That's a
haven't
cool
brought.
idea.
I'm just surprised they haven't brought back No Game No Life because I mean they did the movie. And the movie did pretty good. I was assuming that would at least give us a season 2 or at least an OVA or something, or
Yeah,
another
anything.
movie. Because like people point out the original series. Apparently, that last part when he challenges the Fox Lady and tells her to call the gods.
Yeah.
That
Is that part
apparent.
of the manga, right?
It happens like in volume 5 or 6 in the light novel. Like, they skipped ahead like 7 volumes. They said. Like apparently that whole scene supposed to take place like really later in the series.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they said apparently because the light novels go for like what 20 plus volumes or like that. They said yeah, they said they don't even summon the gods until like volume like 9, 10, 12, like higher up there. And at that point the series
Yeah.
is barely at like volume 2 or 3, so it's like oh they skipped ahead, but then they end on that fucking cliffhanger. They call the gods and then that ends. It's like come on, we need more. I
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanted to
It
see
was
them
pretty good.
challenge the gods. Can you end it with them challenging the gods? I want to see them fuck over the old gods, you know?
That would have been a lot better than what they did. Yeah. At least how they ended it.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, it just sucks that
Maybe, hey, like if Bleach come back like 15 years later, then anything will come back.
eh. I think the only problem is the company that made No Game No Life. I think they went bankrupt or they had some scandals, I believe.
Oh, they did? Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I think they had some not good stuff happen to them. I think that's what happened. It's like a lot of those companies apparently um had a lot of issues like that.
Well, they would.
Yeah, I forget which company. I know one of those production companies came forward recently. I think it might have been the ones the demons. I think it was UFO Table, the one that did Demon Slayer. They had tax fraud. I think come up.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was UFO Table. They had some tax fraud. It was mostly one of the higher ups. Was they looked over the books and said, "Yeah, you guys are cooking the books a lot. You need to stop."
Oh, that's awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's never good to lie on your tax. Especially in Japan, man. They are anal about that shit. Why would you?
Their tax system, they have something like most people's, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember, like I said, it was one of those things where it was like, oh, that sucks for them. And we were like, so are they going to keep drawing Demon Slayer? And yeah, they're still doing Demon Slayer, so.
Yay, more Demon Slayer.
Didn't they already announce the next arc, too, I think, didn't they? They already showed.
Well, I mean, that it's in production, but I mean, they're following the manga, then everybody knows what it is.
Yeah, it's not a secret. I mean, the manga's already over, too, so they can just keep going.
Yep. I
No,
haven't read any of it, and I'm not spoiling anything for
no,
myself.
I'm not gonna spoil that. I'm just gonna say that people who read the manga will say that because the mangaka was kind of rushed at the end because her family was sick. I believe it was like her mom and dad were either ill or they were dying or something or both. She asked to take some time off, and they said either you take a what did they? I think they gave her ultimatum like either end the series or if you do a hiatus, you have to do like filler or something. And she was like, nope, I'm gonna end it. So I will say the ending does feel really rushed. So it's not. Yeah, it does feel a little rushed.
Oh, that's a shame.
So maybe the anime can fix that. That's always a thing that people always point out whenever they like redo stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Because it's acceptable now to do
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, but I mean, look at Bleach. Like people are pointing out with Bleach, like because Tai Kubo now has a chance to rewrite what he did. I told you the Bleach ending was such fucking utter garbage. Like the last couple chapters were nothing but just single splash pages with like one drawing on them, you know. And while it was a beautiful
Yeah.
drawing, it felt really
It's not
blasé.
the same
Yeah,
thing.
and like I said, there were so many loose ends that never got tied up. Some battles never drawn out. things just kind of just left hanging, and then it was just like, okay, he wins, and then time skip. Oh look, now they have kids. Isn't that great? And it's like, I don't want the Naruto treatment. I don't want
Yeah,
the.
the Naruto is good.
No, I meant like Naruto when it ended with the stupid with Boruto and shit.
Oh well, yeah, but that technically never ended.
Okay, I'm just saying, Boruto.
I know before Boruto was a thing. I get it.
But how Naruto did end though was they time skipped and did that stupid shit.
Yep. Well, no, they're about to go into the time skip now.
How far are they
In
gonna go in a time skip?
I don't know how it goes, but apparently that's the next arc is the time skip. You get to see adult uh Boruto,
Ew.
kind of like how they did.
Well, it
Well,
won't
it's
be
just like how they
adult.
did in the original.
It won't be adult. It will be like past
Well, you know what
teenager.
I
He'll be
mean,
like 18.
adult
Yeah, he'll be
in
like
that
17,
world,
18. Like like
17,
yeah.
whatever.
Remember, Shippuden skipped to when they were like 16, when they were like
Yeah.
12. So yeah, that was fine. Is Naruto still
Yeah.
is he still sealed in that thing?
No, they got him out. They got him out, and they fought off that Akatsuki guy, or Otsuki, got like the most powerful guy they ever fought, and the whole arc where Kurama gave up his life so that he could so they could defeat him, and then they went on from there, and apparently, well, you know the whole story. Baruto is he's the next Otsuki. Like they planted the the karma in him, and like he's basically a vessel. They're like it's like having the evil grow inside you.
Yeah.
Basically, like I think aliens. So yeah, so eventually the karma gets so big that it resurrects those aliens and takes over the body. So they're trying to figure out a way to save them. So that's
Gotcha.
where they are now.
I honestly I think they should have ended Naruto with just the big fight against, you know, the what's his when they did the big fight with everyone in the big ninja war, and then they
You
had all
mean
the
modern? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it did end there. Like it
Madara.
was done.
I know, and then they added the fucking aliens.
So the aliens was a weird twist. Well, it was they explained where Tristan came from, which I think is interesting in and of itself. But yeah, the whole like aliens thing is weird, and they really ran with it because that girl that they fought at the end, she was just the initial group, and then there's other aliens that came, and then there was another duo, and they always come in pairs. Um,
Yep, I mean,
and apparently, their job was to cultivate the planet to have those other guys come in to resurrect their boss, and then another duo showed up, but Sasuke and Naruto had to fight. That's what the one thing where they call it like the greatest fighting scene of all time, and they're fighting that one guy. That's part of the other duo.
oh okay,
But they got all the animators to come together and like they spent all their budget on that. It's probably, I mean, they're not wrong. It's probably the greatest fighting scene of all time.
yeah,
Um,
I'm not arguing against that. Yeah, it's fine to have good fight scenes. I just think
but
that
they did all that, and then those people were trying to resurrect the guy that ended up like kicking the shit out of everybody, and that who Kurama had to give up his life to defeat. So anyway, yeah, it's a big whirlwind of nuttiness.
yeah, I think
But at this point, they're not doing it for story. They're just doing it to make money.
oh no shit. Because like at this point, they're never gonna let Naruto die. It's their One Piece, which is funny because
Well, somebody took over, and then now the original creator came back to the manga, and that's when
yeah, because
it's way
Boruto
better.
was ass.
Yeah. So, but he came back now, so apparently it's way better, and that's right after Kurama dies is when that he comes back.
Did they bring
The
back
creator.
Kurama, or is Kurama actually dead for good?
Don't know yet. Well, people are speculating, like because there's Boruto's still ongoing, so it's not finished, so we don't know. I hope so, but
You hope
he might
Kurama's
be
dead for
dead.
good? That's not fair.
Yeah, it's not. That's what I said. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. Kurama's dead, and Sasuke lost his eye.
I mean,
So yeah,
I don't give a shit about Sasuke.
so
He can lose
well,
an eyeball.
I'm saying if you know them, they that's the source of their power, so they nerfed them. That was the big thing. It's like the only way to make Bark interesting is the nerf Naruto and Sasuke, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, like I said, like I noticed right away when I first started listening to Boruto and watching a little bit, and I'm like, when I watched the original Naruto, and the same problem with Naruto was the issue. in the Naruto universe, to make the kids look better, they had to nerf the adults. So the adults were all stupid. It's like I said, it's a weird Naruto family curse. It's like whenever you become an adult in that universe, congratulations, you're now stupid. You've lost 10 points of intelligence, and you're dumber than a sack of potatoes.
Yep.
Even
That's
though,
single minutes.
but then when you have to be a badass, you're a badass for your death, as shown by whatever that
Yeah.
Akuma, whatever his name was, when he died.
Awesome. It's awesome. How
Asuma,
dare you not remember his name? He made a
baby,
sacrifice for us.
he barely he had like 4 episodes. He was in tops, you know that. Like he wasn't a big character. I remember when he died, I was like, who the hell was he? And I'm like, oh, okay. But Jiraiya's death was bad. Jiraiya's death. He made the sexy sensei fat. Like, come on. That's probably the worst. That's probably one of the worst takes for Boruto when they showed what's her name, Kurenai Sensei, and she just. I mean, I get it. You get older, but dude, they made her so fat.
Yes. Well,
other
again,
people that had
it's
kids.
her trauma. It's her trauma from losing him. She just started eating, and that's how she coped with it.
That's still stupid.
I know it's a weird thing to
I'm
think
saying
about.
They showed like everyone else who's had kids and chunky monkeys, and they're not fat.
True.
She's the only one that gained weight, and I'm like, that's just so stupid.
Maybe she'll have a redemption arc where she gets skinny again. I don't know.
She never will. I said, like, Kurenai, her, Asuma, and all of them didn't have much screen time in the original Naruto, and then even in Naruto Shippuden, they didn't have a lot of screen time. Like I said, they killed Asuma pretty early on in Shippuden. It was Jiraiya's death that was, like, the biggest. I think that was the one that I think hit everyone the most, though, was, like, shit.
Well, they had to give us a reason to hate that Akatsuki, and then give Shikamaru his whole arc. So I get why they did what they did.
No, I'm saying killing Jiraiya. I don't give a shit about...
Oh, yeah, well, come on. We all saw that coming. Like, that was... Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen eventually. I didn't know it was gonna happen the way that it happened, but
I mean, he goes like a fucking champ, but yeah, I mean, yeah, they had to establish that when one of the Sannin dies, it's bad. It's like shit, yeah.
Well, you have to give Naruto a reason to get stronger and a reason to fight the Akatsuki. So yeah.
True.
But yeah, no, that was definitely a down. Nobody was looking forward to that.
And of course, when Neji dies, it's like one of the most cop-out fucking deaths. Oh, Neji's dead. Oh well.
Hey, I'm sad Neji died.
Why did he have to die? He didn't have to die.
He did to give Naruto have Naruto understand the pain of war, so that he never wants to go through it again.
Whatever.
I know it's a silly writing. Yeah, they didn't need to do that.
It's stupid. It's just so stupid, and I hated it. Just saying,
They could have just had him lose an eye or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like they didn't have to make Neji die. I remember when I didn't watch that. I remember I saw everyone talk about it later, and it was just funny. They're like, why did Neji have to die? Out of everyone, why did Neji have to die?
Yes, he's the coolest.
Especially when he's the coolest.
I was very confident.
And the worst thing is when you learn Neji's history and his backstory, it's even worse. Like, he was a fucking bully to his cousin Hinata, but then his family also was. His dad was looked down upon because they weren't the main clan. Hinata was. They were the secondary clan, so they were always going to be looked down. So that's why he always.
That's why they were.
It's why he worked so hard. But he had a stronger Byakugan than hers. But he was always the secondary clan, so they would never be considered equal to the main clan.
Yeah, even though he was secondary.
I think his dad even died in vain. Like, I think his dad died, like, before he even got acknowledged. And that's why he always had an inferiority complex. And it was also, I mean, I don't blame him being paired up with his cousin. Or it sucks. Or against her, anyway.
Against her, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. They were different teams. Sorry. He was with, God damn it. 1010 and, fuck. Guy. Lee. Lee.
And Lee. Yeah, Lee.
But I'm just saying, like, it just sucks. I remember when he just died, it was like, you're kidding me. The strongest fucking Byakugo user fucking dies? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it could be anybody else.
But 1010 survives? Guy survives? Like, come on.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Come on.
Guy Sensei's fucking strong.
Lee isn't. Well, he is strong. I'm just saying, but 1010 survived? Like, come on.
Yeah, 1010's right. Exactly.
She's
yeah,
not
that's what
that strong.
You're saying everything the internet was saying when that happened. They're like, come on. 1010 survives. I get it.
I'm saying, but, like, yeah, like, and again, Gaara, fuck, Neji was like one of the strongest fucking users, and it's like, nope, he died. I got a feeling that the creator was like, at that moment, was like, we gotta kill someone. We really gotta kill someone. This is war. And he was probably aiming for somebody major like Sakura or something. Obviously, you can't kill Naruto because he's the main character. He has fucking plot armor. But,
Whatever. Yeah.
you can't kill Sasuke because he's obviously. But I'm thinking like he probably had a list, like a hit list, like who would be like the most impactful, and then who would be the least impactful, what would make sense, who would survive, who wouldn't, and then probably someone said, well, the obvious choice would be 1010 because she's a fucking loser. I'm sorry. She summons weapons out of a damn scroll.
Wing.
That's a basic ninja shit. She doesn't have any elemental abilities. She doesn't have like some familiar like Kiba does with his dog. Doesn't have lightning powers or Naruto's multi-clones or Sakura's healing abilities. She's not a medical. She doesn't have medical ninja. She doesn't have any. Yeah, I'm just saying, like she's an average ninja, so she would be, I think, the most.
Then when she in Shippuden, when she gets stronger and you see her again, she just has more weapons.
Which is
That,
fine,
even,
but I'm telling
yeah.
if I'm a water user, I just turn to fucking water. Your weapons are useless, bitch. I'm a mist user. Weapons are useless, bitch. I'm a sand user. Weapons are useless. I'm a fire user. I can just melt them. I'm just saying, like, she's useless. She's okay, I think, for average missions, but, like, anyone who has, like, any kind of skill or any special abilities like the other users do, then she's just basically useless.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But anyway,
Agreed.
I'm saying, like, I bet you he probably had a hit list that he made, and he was probably, I bet you the creator was probably contemplating someone major, like Sakura, or even Shikamaru, or someone.
A hit list?
Baby, every writer has a hit list. When we write
Oh,
characters, especially multiple characters like Naruto, how big the cast is, you have characters that you cannot stand, that characters you hate. I know you don't read Tower of God, but in Tower of
I do
God,
not. Yeah.
in Tower of God, the creator has admitted that our main character's love interest, Rachel, who then of course betrays him not just once but 4 fucking times so far in the course of the last 15 years the story's been told. Apparently people say, why do you keep why can't we all hate Rachel, like everyone despises her, there's nobody who likes her unironically, like there's no one that likes her. No, I'm telling you, like if people say they like her, they're being a troll, because baby, she's the definition of a fucking bitch. She's a literal asshole.
They're lying to you.
Dude, she pushed him into a lake to drown after he confessed his love to her, and he said he's doing everything for her. She lied about being in a wheelchair, and she got up, which, of course, he's like, wait, you can walk? I thought you were paralyzed. And then she fucking shoves him into a lake to drown.
Oh, boy.
The boy survives, of course, because he's our MC, and he basically goes on a training arc to become a fucking amazing ninja assassin thing. He meets her again, and everyone, I remember in the chat when we met her again, and he met her again, we're like, bam, bomb, bomb, don't fall for her again, please don't. He falls for her again, and she stabs him. She literally stabs him, and we're just in the chat. I remember everyone in the comments were like, "Bomb, you fucking moron! Stop falling for the bimbo. She's an asshole. She's admitted it twice. She's literally tried to kill you, not just once but twice. And it's not like, oh, she's being cute. No, she hates him." And the creator has admitted he loves writing her because of that, because she's written as the anti-hero. And not in a good way. So essentially, when you're like, what does that mean?
She's the Catwoman to his Batman.
Well, a little bit, but the issue is she's more like us, the audience. She's us, because in every story about like the hero's journey, like the Luke Skywalkers, Bomb is a Luke Skywalker. Rachel is like us, the viewer. We want to be Luke, but we're not allowed to be, because Luke is the canon character and we're the non-canon OC fodder, you know?
Yeah.
That's why. And so it's funny because Rachel admits it in the story that it's Bomb's story, but she wants to be the main character, though. So she does everything she can. She's cunning and manipulative. She hates him. I mean, you think, oh, does she like him? No. She even said the moment she met him, she was disgusted by him. But she knew he was her ticket out of her life, though. So she befriended, she acted kind to him. And when the moment arose, aka if you read the first chapter of Tower of God, when the tower door opened, it opened actually for him, but she basically pushed him aside and ran in. And it's funny because, like, in the first chapter, you see him run after her, and he looks for her, and he challenges the first floor guardian. He wins. He gets to go in. Then of course the whole story begins. Later chapters, they revisit the same scene, but they show it through her eyes, and they show her running in, and the tower guardian. Each floor has a guardian. They talk to her, and they point blank tell her, "You were not chosen. This is not you. This is not for you."
Yeah, that's why
She
she's not
literally
in.
snuck in on his coattails, so it's kind of funny. You're like, oh wait, but didn't the door open? Yes, and Bomb opened. Basically, the door opened for him, but she ran in. The door closed behind her because again, it sensed, oh, one person went through the door. He used his power to open the door again for him to go in. So the tower did call to him. It did not call to her. So the guy tells her, like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, you are not supposed to be here. And he even hides her in a wall and makes her go quiet as Bomb then enters, and we get to watch then him challenge the Guardian, win, and go on to the next floor. And the thing tells her, like, if you want to travel the tower, go for it, but just know that you're not supposed to be here. Like, this is not meant for you, kind of thing.
Interesting.
Like I said, so we know like right early on that Rachel was not supposed to be in the tower. She's like an outsider. All we know about the tower is that it's a mysterious tower, and there is inside the tower. It's like an endless like dimension. Like every floor has different levels, different people live there, different creatures live there, and for the most part, the creatures that are born inside the tower can't leave the tower. Like it's kind of that's your whole life. But then there's a whole like universe inside that tower, and there's magic. It's very much game gimmicky. You know, people take roles like spear bearer and summoner, healer, that kind of shit. And we don't know much about the outside of the tower other than Rachel and Bomb were outside the tower when they were summoned. Rachel is an outsider, and then later you learn that Bomb's mother and a group of adventurers went inside the tower. And because when you're an outsider, you get like special. They're called like, what do they call them? God damn it! They're irregulars. They're called irregulars. So very much they're not born from the tower. So they have like supernatural abilities. They get like enhanced stuff. His mom was like a super good like. His mom was like a sorcerer, so she was like really powerful with magic. If you don't care about the story, I know you're probably not gonna read it ever. It's a long story anyway, but it's really it's really good. It's a good story.
You can help me.
So when it was like in the middle chapters when they showed this flashback of Bomb's mother, which we figured out right away that was obviously his mom. We know from gleamings that the current ruler of the tower, he became the ruler like I think a couple hundred years ago or a couple thousand years ago. He's called King Jihad. He's the king. He was originally an irregular that joined a party of people, basically an adventurer party, with Bomb's mother and another guy and a couple other people. They climbed the tower. He fell in love with Bomb's mother, but Bomb's mother fell in love with another adventurer, and of course, they did the deed and she got pregnant. He was jealous. He killed her boyfriend, essentially. She fled. He pulled Bomb out of her and killed the baby. So Bomb accidentally died. He did actually die. She took his corpse. She got to the edge of the tower, got out of the tower, or she sent his body out of the tower, which for whatever reason her magic allowed him to be revived outside the tower, and the tower would reopen when he was fully grown, or at least ready to come back, because there was a prophecy said that her child would overthrow the king. And then we don't know what happened to her. It's speculated that she still wanders the tower as more like a spirit, because King Jihad is a fucking simp for her. Like, he loved her, but of course, like I said, she was pregnant. Another guy stole her heart, so she got pissed, and he hated that child. So it's just funny because we knew everyone knew early on that Bomb was special. He was basically like a Luke Skywalker, and we're like, when we heard the story of there was adventurers who traveled, and there was a lady who looked similar to him, and a guy that looked similar to him, and this king got jealous, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a love triangle shit. Essentially, the funny thing is, they say they only climbed to like floor like 89 or something, and he just stopped. He's like, no, we're good. There's more floors.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps going, but he was like, we've gone as far as we can go. We don't need to go any further. We're good. So he became the king. He kind of established rule over the tower. He made I think people that he deemed worthy that were part of his party. They became each of them started their own families. So that's where you have the main family lines, like the main like think of like Game of Thrones style. So like each head of the house was actually they're still alive and they breed. They have all their offspring, all their kids. They have
Okay.
every house has unique powers. Like Lopobia are like animal users. They tend to use animals as like tamers. Some other
Oh,
families,
really?
yeah, some other families use like their high intellect. Some are straight up just assholes and crazy. Some are more lenient. Some are more like psychotic. But pretty much they're all really powerful, and you don't mess with. When you hear a family head is coming, it's like that's like meeting the king of your family. It's big.
Mm.
In the universe of Tower of God, there's things called the princesses of Jihad. So every family
Yeah.
can submit a female. They can submit one of their females. She can compete. If she's chosen, they don't explain how they get the power, but they are sent to Jihad. They do something, whether I don't know if he kisses them or gives them his blood or something, but essentially they get part of his power. So they become it's also it's a title too. So it's when you're called a princess of Jihad, you're like royalty. The only issue is
Mm.
when you get that title and moniker and that power, you are told you are never allowed to wed, you are never allowed to have children,
Oh boy.
because apparently, as shown by one of the characters you meet, her mother was a princess, she fell in love, gave birth to her, the power gets passed down from mother to child. So
So that's
that's
why.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why he wants to keep the power for himself, obviously, to say, you're not allowed to have children, because her mother was killed by the other princesses. The assassins went after her, but she survived. The kid did. Her mom, of course, died. It's this little like lizard girl. It's really sad. Like they showed her backstory in the anime too, but I remember reading about it. It was so sad because like her mother was a princess, but she fell in love with like a pauper guy. Like he was like a baker, but she fell in
Yeah.
love. And of course, she got pregnant, and her mom was raising her in secret, like next to a river kind of thing, and she was killed like when she was on like 5 years old kind of thing. It was kind of sad.
Mm.
So
How
her,
sad.
yeah, but pretty much it's like when kids reach a certain age, kind of like with Naruto. It's like when they reach like 12, 13, they go on an adventure. They're allowed to climb the tower. They're allowed to become rankers. That's what the story.
Okay.
So it's nice because the story starts out small like that. It's typical shonen style of, oh, we're gonna watch all these preteens show off their cool abilities and they're gonna train. They're gonna become like, because they do actually become their own teams because each one's paired off with like two or three other people. So it's like, oh, it's like Naruto. It's like Bleach. It's yeah, you get your teams, and then it takes that dark turn. Like I said, like at the end of the first arc, it's that dark turn when Rachel pushes him off. They're doing a test, and Rachel pushes him out of the bubble into the water, essentially killing Bomb. They even think he's dead. He falls through the ocean and falls into like a cave where this guy finds him, and basically he's like his Obi-Wan, or he's like I guess Yoda, and tells him, "You're technically dead. Well, I mean, Bomb is dead, but your new name is now Jules Veal or Jules Gorveal, whatever the hell his name is. You're now gonna join us at FUG, which is a black ops, basically.
Oh,
they're like
Jesus.
terrorists. Yeah, they're like terrorists in the. I mean, people when they say FUG, they kind of mean like, ew, you're like Al Qaeda kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't like you. Not saying you're as
Well,
bad as
damn.
QAnon, but they're like, yeah, they're pretty much because they're terrorists because they want to destroy the tower and shit. So then you do like a time skip for like I think it's like a 5 year time skip, a 3 year time skip, something like that. And then you go to the next arc, which shows new characters. But then you go to because like I said, every time you reach certain levels in the tower, you can do a test to rank up. So again, it's like I said, it started out slow, but then, like I said, each arc gets better and better. Like that first arc was your pre. People even said the first arc is actually a prequel. It's not even the first arc for the series. It's just establishing the world, the characters, and your stakes in the world.
Like any good story should.
But like I said, I read this during the pandemic, and people had said like it's so good, and I said okay, and I remember I was hooked. Like it's really good. It's fun because like I said, you get so invested, and then when you meet back old characters, when you see our MC like meets his friends again, when they show their new power ups, their new power, especially his power is like so broken. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like right now, currently his power level is like stupid broken. he can absorb pretty much anything. He absorbed a Leviathan, like he just fucking ate it. Even the thing was like, "Wait, what? You're absorbing me? How is a small boy just literally eating me? What the fuck?"
Yeah, how does that work?
It's some kind of power he has where he already absorbed like two really powerful objects, and he gets like these. They're called thistles. They're basically like giant like swords. He gets on each arm. One's red and one's blue, so it looks really cool. He's when he combines them, when he powers them up, he gets like dragon horns. It looks really cool. It looks like very draconic. It looks really neat. Oh, he gets a
I like
bad.
it already.
Oh, he gets badass dragon mode. Yeah, it's cool. It's just funny. Like we're just laughing because he was currently fighting this ranker from literally from the first chapters of the series. So this ranker's getting his ass kicked by him. Everyone in the comments were like, "Dude, you chose the wrong character to challenge." Like, homeboy, you may want to consider changing.
Nah, he good.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess spoiler, but he did survive, but he's stuck as like a little parasite thing because he's. I mean, it's the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't like those eyes. It's like, god dang it. But yeah, like I said, I love Tower of God. It's one of my favorite webtoons, I think, to date right now. I love, especially it's cool to look back at the original chapters and look at the current chapters, how much that guy has improved. He's been drawing this since like what 2014 or 13. Like
It's been a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see his improvement, babe. Like it's so like he's gotten really good at action scenes. People, I mean, it's like I told you, like it's reading it. It's like reading like an animation. It's like that's why I'm so sad. Season 1 of the anime was kind of meh. And people were like, eh. I'm like, no. The problem is season 1 only covered the prequel. Like, I'm telling you, the next arc past that is literally the first chapter. Even when you read on Webtoon, it says 0 chapter for those first like 30 chapters is a 0. It's just that's chapter 0. That's the prequel. That's the prologue. It's the prologue. Yeah. It's like chapter 1 is after that, and chapter 1 just is really good.
I
know. Like I said, Tower of God's really good, and a couple other ones came back, like Doombreaker came back.
Oh yeah, that was on hiatus for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was on hiatus for a while. I'm still waiting for Jungle Juice to come back. That one's really good too.
Well, it's nice that people can take a break.
A lot of them kind of have to.
Yeah.
If they don't take breaks, I mean, it kind of kills them. So.
Well, they're not like beholden to the book companies or anything. They can just fend for themselves. So.
Well, I mean, a lot of them are done by studios now, and a lot of them are they're not like single people that actually draw them. A lot of them, when you look at the credits, it'll say original story by so and so, art and backgrounds by so and so. So like actually a lot of them now will tend to hire artists to draw their stories. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Like a lot of them will have that where it's not them drawing it, it's someone else.
Yeah.
But I mean, hell, if somebody can write a good story and someone can draw it, I'm good with that. Like.
I don't know. It doesn't matter as long as it's good.
Yeah, it's collaboration. I'm fine with that. And I like how it's free on Webtoon, so it's like people were like, "Oh, I don't want to download." I'm like, "You can download Webtoon. It's totally free, and you don't have to. You can wait the week for the free chapter." And they're doing really good at like doing the free stuff. Like they do like when you read chapters or if you read certain amount ones, you get like free coins back. So.
Oh wow. I mean that's pretty good. How else?
I know. I was trying to do the duplicate, but I don't think I like that. So we're going to do the other cheat method, just turn the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. I'm good at drawing the right eyeball. I can't draw the left anymore, so I have to turn the fucking screen. I just can't explain it. It's just the way my brain works. Boop. But yeah, I'm trying to draw the little eyeballs. But yeah, like I said, it's just funny. Like I didn't read webtoons before the pandemic. I think it was like 2020 when I finally started reading webtoons because I'd heard about them. I think I read Solo Leveling on my computer, but it wasn't a webtoon. I had to find it on another website, like the Pirates, yo ho yo ho, sales 7 seasons. I mean, Solo Leveling is now available in the U.S., but like when I first heard about it, you couldn't. You had to pirate it. And I think I remember when I
Yeah.
was reading it, my computer crashed and I lost the website that it was on. And I tried looking for it again, and then they had a cease and desist from the company because it got licensed, so they had to pull it. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like apparently when things do get pulled, when they get a license, they tend to um, then have to pull them because they're worried about it. And I'm like, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I read pretty far in Soul Leveling, and then people were telling me if you like Soul Leveling, you'll like Tower of God. And I'm like, well, where's that one at? They're like, it's on Webtoons. I'm like, oh, what's that? And they go, it's an app. You can read on your computer or you can read on your phone. I said, oh, maybe I'll read on my phone then because I can go on my phone quicker.
Yeah.
I downloaded the app, and then like I said, it was I spent so much
History
money.
after that.
I spent like probably a couple $100 on the webtoon, but to be fair, well, I don't
I mean,
do.
you read a lot, so it's
I
fine.
read a lot, but then the problem is they've also increased the cost of the chapters now. Like a lot of them used to only be like 3 coins, or 5 was the max. I've had a few cost 7 or even 10 coins, and it's like, oof.
That's a lot of coins.
Yeah, I kind of cut back on those ones now. The only ones I pay for the advanced ones is still the omniscient one because I like that one a lot, and that one I really want to keep up with it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that one's really good too. Like I recommend that one, especially because the last
I
chapter.
have those saved. I have Omniscient Reader and I have
Oh,
that one.
babe,
Yeah.
you know what's scary? In the
What's that?
current chapter, you know how he has that fourth wall skill, like it says the fourth wall is shaking or the fourth wall
Yeah.
protects him. Well,
Yeah.
he went into his mindscape and the fourth wall protected him and it absorbed someone. Even he's like, wait, the fourth wall can consume. The
Hmm.
fourth wall talked back to him. It wrote in text, "You feel the fourth wall is shaking as it grins back at you, as you think in your head, as Dokja thinks, will this wall consume me eventually?" And the wall only smiles back. It's like,
What the
everyone
fuck?
in the
Yeah,
comments was like,
creepy.
wait, the fucking fourth wall is actually alive? I thought it was a
Yeah.
skill. Oh my god. So, yeah, the fourth wall is real and it's terrifying. Oh, the eyes look funny. Hold on. Let me lower that a little bit. There we go. I might have to do this one again. Yeah, so I know it's kind of spoilery, but that was the only thing. I'm not telling you who it absorbed, but he pretty much, it consumed someone. And it was creepy because the wall had text when it talked. And it showed his thoughts. It was like when you read a novel and it says things like the character was shaking as it reached out a hand, but its mouth was already gone. As it screamed out, "I don't want to die." And he's like, "Oh, that's creepy. I didn't know the wall could do that." Then it says, "If the wall can do that to them," and then it says, "Doksha thinks, will it eventually consume me?" And it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
The wall is terrifying. I love everyone in the comment was like, "Wait, the wall can do that?"
Apparently so. That's a cool twist, though.
Yeah, like we read for a long time now that the fourth wall would say things like his fourth wall is shaking, but we thought it was more of a skill because again, it's a metaphor, it's a joke, it's an because normally you say you break the fourth wall, i.e., you're breaking immersion.
Hmm.
Because like he said, remember he read all this stuff in a story, so for him, it's not
Oh, right, yeah.
it's not real. Because like I think it's recently even he's been questioning himself, saying, I was treating this as like I was an outsider looking in, but reality is I'm no longer an outsider. I'm part of the story too, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when
So,
it's it's
that's
like,
when it gets real.
well,
Real for him.
because
Yep.
don't forget he was reading as a light novel for the longest time for the last like 15 plus years of his life, and so the first part of the story he treats it as just that, like it's a video game. It's I'm playing my favorite video game kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But only recently has he started thinking about stuff like, shit, like these are actually real people, they're not characters. And even recently, I know you didn't get that far, but there have been times where he's had someone who maybe he knew them or they were just a regular NPC, and then all of a sudden like they hit a point and then they actually got a character profile, which he points out you only get a character profile when you start becoming part of the story and you're no longer like monotonous. You're no longer.
Ooh, yeah, that makes sense. So.
It was creepy though. Like it happened to a certain character where he was asking. The worst thing is he was asking them questions because they had read the original story, and then the person she lost her sense of self and she became a character, and it was just sad because it was like even it said she starts losing her memories and then she's like, what were we talking about? And it was like, fuck. And
Well, that's messed up.
well, we've shown that like people who had read the novel over time when they get to whatever point they got to in the novel, so like if they got like chapter 1, chapter 10, when they hit that point in the story so far, then they become part of the story. Yeah, so that's why Doksha's like, well, I read to the. He's the only person to ever finish it, so he's safe from that for now.
For now, yeah.
But then, like I said, this latest chapter with the whole fourth wall actually being sentient makes it
Yeah,
really that part. I think I remember from the comments were all like, "What the fuck? The thing is sentient? Shit!" Like Doksha, don't piss off your fourth wall. Feed it regularly.
for real. Yeah, give it treats.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
give it head pats and tell it it's amazing and say you love
Head
it
pats.
and please don't murder me.
We need a alien kitty head pat emote, please. Thank you.
I need to get affiliates to even have emotes, baby. I can't do emotes.
Yeah.
I told you I can't do anything until I get affiliates.
Well, boo.
I'm sorry.
You know who lets you have emotes without that? Take this.
I'm not joining another website. Please stop making me join websites. But yeah, like I said, I love webtoons now. They're definitely fun to read for me.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're free too, so that's like the best part. People don't seem to realize. I'm like, guys, they're free. Just
Free is good.
and people are funny. I'm like, you guys realize they're free.
I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm almost done doodling.
You're good.
Okay. No. Almost done. That's what she said, right?
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I was holding that for 3 hours.
I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
To hold it for 3 hours.
No, that's bad for your body. Should never do that.
Yeah, don't hold in the pee. Let it rip.
Beyblade.
You actually know Beyblade?
I know the Let It Rip song. That's about all I know.
You never watched Beyblade as a... I watched Beyblade. That was...
Well, okay, I did, but I didn't. It was like right at the end of like my interest in that stuff.
Okay. I watched the original Beyblade. Like, that was my...
I know the song.
That's
Oh, shut up.
Beyblade. Dun,
Beyblade.
dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yep.
The sweetest sound, it's Beyblade. I don't know the rest of the stupid lyrics. Yes, I remember it came out during the weird Pokemon / Yu-Gi-Oh kind of weird era where it was trying to make kids buy the toys. I bought Beyblades and I hate it because watching the anime and then playing the game or playing with the toys, I'm like, they don't listen to me. They're just spinning tops. Because, I mean, the anime was, they're like, go left, go right. Attack,
and they're
attack.
like, yeah, and then
Yeah,
you try to
'cause
do
they
it
had-
on your own,
well,
and then
they
you're
had-
all disappointed.
Yeah, they had mythical beasts inside them, so yeah, they could easily, listen.
Yeah, there's Pokemon with spinny tops.
Yes.
Oh my god, I want to play Pokemon with guns. I need my Lapras. I need my missile launcher Lapras. God damn it.
I am not buying that game for you. You can.
What was that called? Something World?
Something World. And people thought it was a joke, and they're like, no, it's
no,
real.
it's real. Yeah.
Which
I
I'm
can't
surprised Pokemon has not sued them yet.
I mean,
baby, it's a ripoff. Yeah. Some of the character designs look straight up like. I mean, they even had the Pokemon eyes, the build. I mean, it looks like a Lapras. It looks like a Gyarados. How?
Yeah, how is a good question.
How did they not get sued yet? I bet you they probably are gonna get sued. Just watch. Just watch.
Oh, they will.
Oh, Funko has a
You're
lawsuit now.
Funko does?
Yeah, they're suing some collectible company called like Big Top Collectible or something like that. I don't know. They're suing them for like $400,000+.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
From what I gather, it's something to do with the collectibles with the Funkos. I think they were either selling them for like scalping or something they were doing that was fishy. That Funko's like, yeah, we don't like this shit.
Yeah. Well, good.
I mean, not really good. It's stupid.
Well, it'd be good that they're taking care of their stuff. That's what I mean.
Oh yes, they're telling the scalpers to fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, scalpers.
Meanwhile, they're like, hey guys, buy our shit.
My article is.
Yeah, keep buying our dumb shit. I don't know if you saw, they released some more Demon Slayer Funkos. It's the Butterfly Girl Shinobu and then the Snake Guy. They were Funko Shop exclusives. They sold out in 2 minutes.
Really? They're not even good. They're not even character favorites. Like, I guess some people like the Butterfly
Girl. Hers was kind of
but...
cool because it was like it had a stand. It had a really cool purple like effect stand, and his was like a tree branch, so it was like more than just a standard Funko. It had like a neat little like base for her, like a little like Super Saiyan looking base with like the purple like flower whatever around her. So it looked kind of okay, but yeah, people point out like it sold out so fast, like holy shit, it sold out.
I can imagine.
But people point out though, like they claimed they had 17,000 units, and they're like, "There's no way they posted all 17,000 and they all sold out in 2 minutes." I'm like, "Yeah, I think what probably happened was somebody didn't enter the right number in. Like maybe they took a zero off of that and put 1,700 in. You know, you can't tell me that every person bought every single one of those. Even at
They could
two,
be intentionally misleading.
yeah,
Yeah.
even at two per, like two of those per person, it's still that's a lot.
Oh no, it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna add. I don't want her Nikki.
It's fine. Me.
She's captured. She's not Nikki.
That's a whole different story.
Okay, well, you are not allowed to touch my D&D characters ever again. I'm married to you. She is not married to you, so there's a difference.
There's a difference. Yes.
Um, but yeah, I remember I saw the guy Diz Tracker posted that earlier, I think today, talking about the lawsuit with that big top couples, and people were like, "Damn." I remember I read off the number to mom, and she's like, "Why is it so specific? It's like 496,515 and 13 cents." It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, that is really specific.
Yes,
Like
it
normally
is.
when you sue, isn't it like you round up or down, or you say like an even number,
Well,
like I'm suing for $1 million, or I'm suing for 10 million,
no.
or
Well, if you're suing for a loss, like, and you can quantify that loss, then that's usually the best way to go. So, like, if if something's valued at such and such, is probably what they did in that case, and they just came up with a value, even if it's just arbitrary value number. It's better to do that.
true.
That way, it's not just he's not just trying to make money by asking for the world.
This makes it so much worse, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm in a little bit of ropes. She's like, "Well, I'm fucked."
Jokes on
Yeah, joke's on you. I'm into this.
you.
She'd be like, she's like, my husband does this tighter, man. You guys don't know how to fucking tie a knot.
That's hi Lola. What are you doing with your eyeball? What are you doing?
Or it's like, you do realize that she's like, my husband has an army of undead. He has an evil dragon inside his head,
This
and
is just
and
sexy Sundays for me.
and you literally took his only shining light in his life that he literally said without her he would probably kill himself. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think
Do you need to
he's
go potty?
you think he's gonna
You need
go
to go
easy on
outside?
you,
Ow!
bitches?
No. I had to put Lola's cone back on. She got her stitches out, and I took it off, and she was okay for a little bit. But then I saw her like scratching her eye, which
No, you don't want
they
that
took
yet.
it out, right? But she still has scabs, and like it's not like she's gonna open it up or anything. I just don't want her picking at the scabs and making them bleed. So I put it back on for now. It's okay. I'm gonna take it off later. I
I'm
promise.
sorry.
What do
I
you
know
need?
that sucks.
What do you need, Bubba?
I'm
You need to go
sorry, but
outside?
she needed her
You
eye
need to
taken
go...
out though. I mean, they ever get you back to you? What did
Oh,
they ever call you back and say what they find out what was wrong?
they just told me that her retina detached, but they don't have a. I mean, they don't know why
It
it
inflamed.
happened.
Really? So that even though the necroscopy didn't show
Well,
anything?
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what they showed, that the her retina had detached, and that usually happens because of the high eye pressures, which yeah, the 55 eye pressure, which is extremely high.
I know,
So,
but they still haven't figured out
um,
why she had that high eye pressure though.
but they said they can only make guesses at what it
Oh,
was.
okay.
Um, and so that's why the eye specialist, the other lady, when I took her Monday, they want me to just do preventative stuff for the other eye. So like she has to get an eye drop once a day,
Man, that sucks.
just like me, and then get eye checked up every 6 months, just like me. Um, so yeah, that's the plan going forward. Ma'am, what do you need? Why you be so? And then now she's just extra needy. Like she's right now. Like, you just
Well,
come into my room.
yeah,
Like,
because she thinks that you're gonna take her back and take the other eye out, and she's like, please don't
yeah,
hurt
she
me."
doesn't even. Yeah, he's just. Yeah, I mean, like I said, dogs are surprisingly resilient, and yeah, just like she never lost a beat, still her normal self. I just want eyeball.
I know.
I call her Big Boss now. I know you don't know anything about Metal Gear, but yeah,
Oh, it's okay. I know a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Beady
yeah, I
beady
don't
beady
need that one anymore. Okay. No, I
beady
doodle
beady.
waste. I doodle. I'll probably go to bed here in a bit. I just.
Yeah, I gotta take a. I'm still all sweaty from
Oh,
earlier. I haven't
baby,
taken
I'm
a shower yet.
sorry. Just,
No, it's not your fault. I just
I'm
started playing
sorry.
games, and I ate dinner, and then I sat down, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
I was
that
tired. I
cheese
want to
is
get
still
up.
getting to me. Like even today, I've been having a little bit of tummy issues with all that. I'm like,
What
fuck.
what have we learned?
I'm
Smell
never,
the cheese,
I'm
and
never
if it
touching
smells
cheese
sour,
again. Jesus Christ.
no, just all, especially when they're in the bag.
I
Even if
know.
the expiration date is not, you gotta smell it, and if it smells
I
sour, like sour
know. I
milk, then
know.
it's bad. Then
I
it's bad.
know.
Okay, come on, all right, let's go outside. Go outside.
My poor
What do
girl
you?
looks. My poor girl looks so sad. Like she looks
No,
defeated. Like
yeah, but is it sad because you're tied up, or sad because there's not enough
she fucked up. She's sad that she's like, I need Rowan to be my fucking eyes because I'm so stupid. Like, dude,
Sounds
don't
about
forget.
right.
I was talking with Caden the other night, and we were talking about Rowan's character, and I said, "How the hell is his passive perception like 20 fucking 2? Like, how is that possible?" And he goes, "Oh, it's because he took some kind of
Yeah,
feature, and because of something this and that, it gives him like a
yeah,
+5." And I said, because I'm like, most time passive is like, I think the ever highest I ever seen one with a passive was like maybe 16, but even then that's like super high. Because most passive is like, again, a passive thing is like in D&D, it'd be going down the street and then you happen to see movement and that caught your eye kind of thing. That's a passive. You weren't actively looking for it, right? You were just walking down the
yeah,
street,
yeah.
but it caught your attention because it was, yeah. Essentially, my girl at an 11 passive perception essentially means there was movement, she didn't see it. She was too focused on the ant at her feet, you know? She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
watching a butterfly. She has
Oh
ADHD.
boy.
She's easily distracted. Oh god, I should do that for the next drawing. I should try.
Uh,
We should put a
yeah,
little
just
sign on her.
write it down.
I'm gonna, yeah, like a little piece of tape, like a little sign that says easily distracted.
Yeah.
We should tell Rowan to make a necklace for her. That's what it's put around her neck. It says easily distracted.
Oh,
Please don't distract me.
oh God.
You
Yeah.
remember those memes when people like when they're at work or when they're in college and they put the paper on their back and it says "Do not disturb, studying for finals" or whatever.
Oh
only
yeah. Yeah.
only knock if it's important.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you need. One of those.
For
Yeah,
poor
for sure.
TK, she needs must consult husband before any activities.
Oh God.
Easily distracted
sounds
with food and good times. Please don't give her any.
sounds like a good thing
The
to
window
have.
is the AC's on. The music's on.
Oh yeah, she's got her
You know what?
favorite
I'll
music
draw the
playing. It's
meme. I'll
good.
draw the dog meme when the
Yeah.
dog's in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
What is it? AC's on and music.
AC's
If your favorite
on.
music is
Music's
playing.
up. It's his favorite music. He's fine.
Yeah. Oh, he has water
He
and his
has
favorite
water.
music is playing.
His
Yeah.
favorite music is playing. He's fine. Maybe I'll draw it tomorrow after work or
Yeah.
something just to.
Just just meme it up.
That's,
That's how you get viewers.
I know. I just keep drawing my poor girl looking all sad and pathetic.
Oh my God, that's great.
I don't mean to. It's just fun.
No, do more.
I know. It's just funny. I found a pose. I liked the pose. That's all I was basing this on. I was like, okay, it's cute. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, I better add some more and make it like she actually is kidnapped because she is kidnapped. So
Yeah.
gotta add that flair of she's bound and she's like, well, I fucked up. I think in this picture she's thinking, shit, I should have just stayed behind with Rowan. I shouldn't have gone with the
Oh.
group. Fuck.
Nah, you good.
Meanwhile, Rowan's like getting an arsenal ready, going, well, time to burn down an entire village. BRB.
Burn it down. Yeah. Yeah. Apt Doom guy meme. Very apt here.
I asked him before in like chat saying if anything happened to her, what would he do? And he's like, well, if she got hurt, he'd probably be angry. If she died, dear Lord, that's like, yeah, I had a feeling he's probably gonna like rage.
Yeah.
I even said like, and if he died, I said she would give everyone like a 10-minute head start and tell them, I'm going to punch everything in this room to oblivion. If you're in this room, don't hold me accountable, you know?
Yeah.
Like one of those kind of moments. Like, bitches,
Fair
get
enough.
out. I am about to
Everybody
murder.
leave.
Everybody leave. You have 5 minutes. Including the bad guys. Just be like, I'm showing you mercy, unlike what you've shown to me. You get 5
Unlike
minutes.
what you didn't show to me. Yep, yep.
Yep. You
Oh
get
god.
5 minutes.
There's a pro tagline.
That's the villain origin line. I had to become the bad guy to save everything to become the good guy.
I had to become the villain. Yeah.
See. But okay. I'll end stream, guys. End the stream. Bye bye.
Bye, stream.